those are all the teams that the Shamokin Indians have beaten this season, and it's been every opponent so far for the first time in a long time. They look to add to that tonight, along with a district title for the first time in over a decade. It's the second time that they'll beat the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, but this time it's here at home for the District 4 4A title game. Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to the Jack Metzer Auto Group pregame show. Matt Catrillo, Charlie Fisher here with you on SCCV8. And we got Jason Genovese down the sideline coming up in a little bit. Charlie, we waited all week for this one. Highly anticipated matchup. Game 2 between both these teams, won by Shamokin in the first game out at Thompson Street Stadium earlier in the year, 30-28. Come from behind win. They trailed 13-0 in that game, but they made a lot of big plays in the second half in all phases, including Chase Pencil's go-ahead 27-yard field goal. And they'll look to repeat that here tonight, and this time they have the home field exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, this is what you play for, to get this home field advantage. This is like an Avengers movie here, Matt, tonight. They're superheroes all over the field. Both these teams are dotted with great playmakers. They're well coached, and it should be a dandy. And two of the absolute best dual threat quarterbacks in the area and in the state, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, no question there. Shamokin, big win here against Athens last week, 50-7, but they didn't like the way they played, especially in that first quarter, and that's been hammered home this week in practice. And when you ask Mark Persinger about that, Charlie, he feels good about the focus of this team heading into tonight.
Yeah, you got to be focused. And, you know, a head coach always says great comfort when you rush for 3,000 yards on a season, and that's what they've done here. You always say when the weather turns cold, the advantage goes to the team that can really run the ball, but the weather's not cold tonight, Matt. It's in the 50s. We got a beautiful night. Both these teams are really good offensively. They go about it different ways. One's more balanced. Shamokin can absolutely pound the rock. They're really good at that. Should be a dandy. This one came down to the wire. Pencil, he's been my guy. I think he's as good as they get, as utility, Swiss Army knife type of player. So there's good players all over the place. The advantage here tonight, if Shamokin can get it done, is their defense has been a little bit better week to week.
That certainly have been, and they're going to be here tonight because they face a really talented and loaded Jersey Shore offense, one of the more balanced offenses we've seen across this area this year. But also, you look at this group, they've been in this spot before. Last time they were here, obviously it was a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth in more ways than one. Of course, they had the passing of their teammate, Max Engel. They've returned to the place where everything kind of went downhill for them at Selinsgrove. We had that game last year. They lose badly in that one, but bottom line is they've been in this spot before, and they're ready for the challenge, and their experience is going to be a big factor.
It is a big factor, and I tell you, playoff experience makes a difference. They're used to winning when it becomes one and done, and their head coach is a veteran at this. So both these coaches are outstanding. They've done a great job. I look at Jersey Shore a lot like Southern. You know, they're a team and a program that it comes this time of year, man. They know how to win. They've been so good. Coach Gravish, 72% winning percentage since he got there. You know, what a job he's done at Jersey Shore for a program that really hadn't been at anywhere near that level till he showed up and knocked on the door, and they've been really good.
They certainly have been. Can't wait for this one here tonight. It's the District 4 4A title game here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. It's the Shamokin Indians and the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Part 2 coming up here on SCCV8 as we continue on the Jack Metzer Auto Group pregame show.
Live high school sports on SCCV8 is brought to you by Penn Teledata, reliable and fast internet. W&L Subaru, shop for a new vehicle from W&L Subaru, anytime, anywhere. Service Electric Cablevision, driving innovation in internet, television, and home phone for over 75 years. Add One, your stop for creative and promotional advertising. On a Roll, for the best subs, soups, and salads in the area, visit On a Roll in Northumberland. Comfort Specialist, are you ready to repair or upgrade your HVAC system? Get your free estimate today. Lehigh Valley Health Network, now proudly part of Jefferson Health. We are coming together for the future of care. Jack Metzer Ford, proud to support all our local teams and schools. Sunbury Motors, a community partner since 1915. Sunbury Motors, a dealership known for integrity. And Via Media, helping you reach your customers on all screens. We make advertising simple.
Since 1975, Jack Metzer Ford has provided generations of customers with an exceptional sales experience based on honesty and integrity. We offer an extensive new and pre-owned inventory and are dedicated to matching you with the right vehicle to fit your needs. Our commitment continues with our experienced technicians ready to keep your vehicle performing as well as the day you bought it. My dad believed every customer deserves our respect and courtesy. That's why customer satisfaction will always be number one here at Jack Metzler Ford in Danville.
Scientist Ivan Sanderson's cryptid research was lost until now.
There are hidden animals that have not been discovered yet.
By unlocking the secrets in Sanderson's archive, we can now make the next big discovery.
Lost Monster Files. The investigation continues Wednesdays at 10 on Discovery.
We tried to get into his mind. It's like putting a puzzle together in the dark.
For a detective, this is an adrenaline rush.
We had to get him off the street. And the only way to do this is to try to think the way he was thinking.
Before They Kill Again. All new, Sundays at 9 on ID.
Back here at Kent Memorial Stadium as the Friday Night Lights are back and ready to roll for the District 4 4A championship game. It's part two between the Jersey Shore Bulldogs and the Shamokin Indians. Shamokin Marching Indians taking the field right now as we continue to count down to kickoff here on the Jack Metzler Auto Group pregame. Matt Catrillo, Charlie Fisher, Jason Genovese here with you. Let's go to our starting lineups for tonight, and let's start with the visiting Jersey Shore Bulldogs, and let's start with what we'll see with their spread offense. And, of course, they're led by the star senior quarterback Elijah Jordan with 26 touchdowns on the season, over 2,200 yards passing. He was the starting tailback for 3 years, now moved to quarterback this year after his brother Brady graduated, so he gets to start there. Bo Sechrist will be the tailback here tonight. He's got over 500 yards rushing coming into tonight's game. Brody Herr will be at fullback tonight. He has over 530 yards rushing on the season. Then there's Evan Snyder, who has come on big this time than this year, over 1,000 yards receiving, only had 12 receptions last year. He's been a big part of this offense this season, along with Paul Hale as well. Just had one reception last year. He's got over 700 yards receiving coming into tonight. Then Luke Thompson at tight end. And then your offensive line, Zach Myers and Dubs Bloom are the tackles. Owen Vandruff and Slade Sechrist, the cousin of Bo Sechrist. He's going to be on the offensive line tonight at guard. And then there's Mason Larson at center. And they will face the defense of the Shamokin Indians, the 3-4 defense that is. Blake Hockenbrock, Isaac Glover, and Ty Kurtz, your three starting defensive linemen. Linebackers are Caden Parker and Liam Montgomery on the inside. Outside linebackers are Zachem Clinton, who had a big game a couple weeks ago against Mount Carmel on both sides of the ball in the Cole Bucket win for the first time since '95. And then we'll see a combination of Ben Delbaugh and Xavier Paul tonight at outside linebacker. No Dylan Phoenix tonight because he had an unexpected surgery that came up earlier this week, so that's a loss at linebacker for the Indians. Cornerbacks, Andre Bell and Ryan Bickert going to get the starts tonight. Andre Bell had been coming in on the rotation all year, but he started the last 3 to 4 games, and he had the game-sealing pass deflection that went to Logan Steele for the game-clinching interception the first time these two teams met at Thompson Street Stadium. Safeties are Chase Pencil, the man who had the game-winning interception against Jersey Shore, Logan Steele, and Colin Steinhardt's going to do the kicking for the Indians. Then on defense for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, they play a 3-4 hybrid. It's Owen Vandruff, Slade Sechrist, and Landon Ray. As the defensive linemen, your edges are Luke Thompson and Zeke Sechrist. Your linebackers are Brody Herr and Bo Sechrist. Bo and Zeke are brothers, and then Slade is the cousin. Elijah Jordan is safety, along with the freshman Nolan Pauling, who's had an outstanding year on both sides of the ball as well. Cornerbacks are Paul Hale and Evan Snyder, and they will face the spread wing tee look for the Shamokin Indians' high-powered offense. Logan Steele, of course, leading the way at quarterback. Electric as it gets, as we've heard from Mark Persing many times this season, over 1,400 yards passing as well. Jace Gink will be at running back this year. He's got over 1,100 yards rushing, along with Zakem Clinton, who has over 800 yards rushing on the season. Chase Pencil will be at wingback tonight. We'll also see him on special teams. He does the kicking. He does it all for this team at 188 yards and a couple of touchdowns in the first meeting against Jersey Shore, and, of course, had the go-ahead kick in the fourth quarter last time at Thompson Street Stadium. Ben Delbaugh, the receiver, also getting the start along with Rylan Price. Then Jensen Shuey, the tight end, continues to be a great story for this year. First time he's been playing football since the 7th grade, and he has really come along and had a couple of touchdowns on the season. Ty Kurtz, Chase Anderson, Isaac Glover, Blake Hockenbrock, and Bryce Ticachano, your starting offensive line for the Shamokin Indians under the direction of Mark Persing in his second year as head coach, third on the staff. The Bulldogs, of course, led by Tom Gravish in his 13th season, 116, 46, and 1 career record and recent District 4 Hall of Famer. And Charlie, let's go now to our W&L Subaru keys to the game. And when you talk to both these coaches, it's all about controlling the clock and making sure you keep the other offense off the field. That was a big factor for Shamokin in their win. The time of possession was 2-1 in their favor the last time they played.
Yeah, when you talk to Coach Gravish, he clearly stated, we got to stay ahead of the chains. They were in too many bad down and distance situations that's really hurt them. Their tackling was not very good, though Shamokin has a lot to do with that because their skill talent is so good. I think you look at number 3 for Jersey Shore, 3 turnovers, 3 picks, really hurt them. And that's 3 extra possessions that Shamokin took advantage of. And we talked about off air, Matt. It was that sequence at the end of the half and the beginning of the second half that really flipped this game around, because you have to remember Jersey Shore was in control of that game up at Jersey Shore 20-7, and that game turned in a hurry. And give Shamokin credit, they found a way to finish it. On the other side, Shamokin's been great controlling the clock. You want to take a good dual threat quarterback out of the game, don't give him the ball. That's what they need to do tonight. You always got to win the turnover battle. Elijah Jordan, he's a lot like Steele on the other side. These two guys are good.
Easier said than done, of course, but you mentioned Shamokin's defense as a whole has been playing a lot better ball lately. What exactly do you need to do as far as trying to contain Elijah Jordan, make sure he doesn't run wild?
Well, he's so good running. You got to be disciplined. You got to be gap sound, and you got to have your eyes in the right place, Matt. When your eyes get in the wrong spot, that's when bad things happen. They're going to run their quarterback. Listen, remember, Elijah Jordan has running back skills. That's where he played for 3 years, so he knows how to run the football. I think what's really been special for Jersey Shore is the way he's thrown the ball and the way these 2 receivers have emerged. 2 guys, Matt, a year ago they combined for 12 catches, and this year they're well over 100. That just doesn't happen very easily, so that's a testament to coaching and the way Coach Gravish uses his personnel and his offense.
And with Elijah Jordan, mentioned the over 2,200 yards passing on the season, 26 touchdowns to just 6 picks, with 3 of them coming against Jersey Shore, as we mentioned before. Also, over 650 yards rushing, including one 100-yard rushing game on the air, averaging over 4 yards a carry. So he certainly brings that dual threat, and it shows on the stat sheet as well. As the big crowd at Kemp Memorial Stadium starting to file in, and we are so pleased to announce our newest sponsor this year. It's been a great addition for us, and that is On a Roll Sub Shop in Northumberland. Our crew earlier enjoyed some outstanding subs, wraps, and salads. On a Roll is a family-owned business that takes immense pride in providing fresh and delicious food. Owners Lindsay and Zach were born and raised in Norrie and treat all their customers like family. For the best subs, soups, and salads in the area, go to On a Roll on 92 Queen Street in Northumberland, 570-701-1224, or visit their website at honorrollnorrie.com or on their Facebook page.
Yeah, Matt, I got to give a shout out to we are well represented on the Jersey Shore side by the Sechrist family. Now think about that, Bo and Zeke and Slate. Now those 3 good football names right there, my friend. So a shout out to the Sechrist family. They got it right for football names.
That's exactly right. Bo and Zeke are the brothers. Slate's the cousin.
Yep.
So and they're all going to start here tonight. But we got a lot of other terrific games tonight besides this one, of course, Charlie, looking around the area. First off, when you got the 2A semifinals all up in the northern tier tonight, Southern Columbia, who we saw last week, looked the best that we've seen them probably this year, and it still wasn't perfect in the 39-0 win last week against Hughesville. They're at Troy tonight for the battle of the championship game from last year, but it won't be at Muddy Troy. It will be on the turf at Mansfield University.
That's right.
And then you got Warrior Run at Towanda tonight.
Yeah, these are two really good games. I'm really looking forward to see how they turn out. Going to be exciting there. And you always know that Southern Columbia, they are a distinct threat this time of year.
No
a lot
question.
like Jersey Shore, Matt, this team playing tonight.
Yeah, and in fact, you mentioned Southern. Shamokin winning at Thompson Street Stadium earlier this year was the first time anybody from District 4 beat Jersey Shore at home since Southern in 2019. That, of course, had the players like Julian Fleming and Preston Zachman and the like there with that squad that they had, Cal Halliday and others. And it was the first Hack 1 team to beat Jersey Shore at home since Shikellamy did it in 2017. But getting back to tonight, the 3A semifinals, you got Montoursville at Danville tonight, also a game 2 from when those two teams played in the regular season at Danville. Danville won that game after it was a pretty highly tested match for first 2.5 quarters or so with that one. And then Mount Carmel at Lewisburg, that game being played at Milton High School tonight. And that should be a dandy. Those are two good physical teams, two good defenses, two good lines, two good running games.
Yeah, if you come out of this district and you survive, you played good football and you found a way to beat some good teams. And I think probably this year, Matt, I've been retired. I've been doing this with you guys for 4 years. I think the balance and the parity is probably about as good as I've seen it this year. I mean, there's a lot of teams that really are very close to each other, and we're going to find out tonight who can keep advancing because it's one and done.
That's exactly right. The other one here tonight is the Class A championship game, which is up in Muncie, as Muncie is hosting Line Mountain in the 1-2 matchup. Muncie's been in that game for 4 straight years. They've lost the previous 3, and now they'll try to get it done and get over the hump against Line Mountain tonight.
And I think Line Mountain is one of those really underrated teams in the area. They're well coached, and looking forward to see how that turns out. But I wouldn't sleep on Line Mountain. They've done a good job. They got a good team. They took a good Lewisburg team to the wire on the first game of the year. So Line Mountain's been playing good football. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Should be a great night, and we'll certainly keep you up to date on all these games. But we're getting ready for this one here tonight at Kemp Memorial Stadium. They've been painted Shamokin purple all season long. They hope to do it one more time as district champs. It's the Indians and the Jersey Shore Bulldogs coming up as we continue on the Jack Metzler Auto Group pregame on SCCV8.
Getting to the finish line starts with Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, the region's leader in sports medicine. Our specialists use the most advanced technology for faster, better results, so elite and everyday athletes can compete like champions once again. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Your health deserves a partner.
Hi, I'm Kyle Mertz, 5th generation of the Mertz family owning and operating Sunbury Motors. Let's see what Sunbury Motors has to offer.
Save $4,000 on a 24 Ford Escape. Save $4,100 on a 24 Bronco Sport Big Bend. Step into a 25 Explorer Active and save $4,800. Or drive away with a savings of $8,500 in a 24 F-150 Super Crew.
Here at Sunbury Motors, I know we're not perfect, but after 109 years, we must be doing something right. So come visit us and be treated to a buying experience like no other.
Here, we connect things that matter most. Our businesses, schools, healthcare, events, and of course, the people in our communities who make it strong. Connect to the most advanced fiber network, Pentella Data.
This world is filled with breathtaking moments where every road is an invitation to adventure and new stories. Built for those who crave exploration, freedom of the open road, and above all, safety. Subaru will take you through the rugged mountains and everywhere in between, empowering you to experience the wonders of nature like never before. Whether you're a trailblazer or a weekend explorer, come and visit W&L Subaru, where we will help you discover the joy of driving and embrace your love of the great outdoors.
Welcome to SCCV8, with great shows right in your backyard, like The Sports Beat, in your neighborhood, Catching Up with Carl, and of course, live high school sports covering 14 school districts, all on SCCV8, channel 508.
From the Jack Metzer Auto Group pregame, Matt Catrillo, Charlie Fisher here with you. Both teams have taken the field here at Kent Memorial Stadium in Cole Township. District 4 4A championship game here tonight between the Jersey Shore Bulldogs and the Shamokin Indians. The winner of this game, by the way, will advance to the PIAA first round in 4A next week against either Juniata or Belfont, as they will determine the 6A champ tomorrow night in Altoona.
Yeah,
now let's go down to Jason Genovese.
Hey, there we go.
Coach, game of this magnitude needs no introduction. What makes it so difficult to beat a good team twice in one season?
They know what we like to do. We know what they like to do. I'd love to say it's going to come down to who wants it more, but we both know both of these programs are now respectable programs in the state of Pennsylvania. It's going to come down to who executes at the highest level.
What do you have to do to contain Elijah Jordan tonight?
We're going to do everything we can with our outside linebackers to just keep him in the pocket. He's shown time and time again he can beat teams throwing the ball, but he can also beat them running the ball. So we're going to try to force him to beat us in the air and just chase him down in the backfield. If anybody has the athletes to do it, we do.
You were able to turn them over quite a bit in their first meeting. How big of a factor is that in this game?
We know we need to win the turnover battle. You know, the good teams, the teams that play in mid-November, they win the turnover battle consistently. So we're going to put pressure on. We're going to hopefully put him into some situations where he throws the ball up for grabs. And again, our athletes are going to go get it.
Coach, good luck and thank you.
Thank you.
You guys.
Yeah, I think, Charlie, that's well put by Mark Persing in terms of both these teams are obviously want it. It's who executes the best, and it really comes it comes down to it when you've got two teams facing each other a second time as well.
Yeah, both these teams. I mean, you don't see that a whole lot, but it can happen. Obviously, a team moves on to the playoffs, so you don't see it in a regular season other than if you're in pro football. But both these teams know each other. They play each other, so they've got a good feel for it, and you got to execute. I tell you, they've got to do a good job keeping Elijah Jordan, because I think as much as anything, Matt, he can hurt you with his legs as quickly. And I look at the guy that really is an X factor in this game, and I think is an outstanding pass rusher, Zakem Clinton. You know, he comes in with 6 sacks, 10 TFLs. He gets after the quarterback. He is that edge guy, that presence, that speed rusher that's really good.
Let's go down to the national anthem. The national anthem here tonight from Kent Memorial Stadium. It is a full house, and now you hear the alma mater being played as we get set for the District 4 4A championship game. The first time Shamokin has been in this spot since 2011 when they last won it. And this crowd and this town, Charlie, they have been behind this team from start to finish. A lot of high expectations coming into this season, and they have certainly met them and then some. Undefeated. They've won their first gold bucket since '95. Now they go for the trifecta and win a state or a district title here tonight.
Yeah, they really have met the hype and the expectation, and that's not easy to do. When you get to this point in the year and you're undefeated, it just keeps building. There's a little bit more of a burden on you. I definitely think that Shamokin carries a little bit more burden in this game, but I do think it's a huge plus that they're at home. So out of those factors, I think you're going to see how this game unfolds early, Matt, how Shamokin just emotionally, they're going to be ready to play. How do they just handle the expectation here early on?
Well, Shamokin won the toss, chose to defer into the second half, so we'll see this high-powered Jersey Shore offense on the field first. So it'll be Colin Steinhardt that will boot it, and it's going to be Brody Herr back to return along with Evan Snyder for Jersey Shore.
Hey, Matt, one thing we haven't talked about, but, you know, it's a west to east wind. It's pretty strong. I think it does affect the kicking game probably a little bit more than the throwing game, but Shamokin is kicking directly into a pretty strong wind.
Who's going to win the District 4 4A title? Second time these two teams have played each other. Different field. Here we go. And it's a squib kick. Going to be taken by the up man and Hale. And Hale's got some room to work with, and he'll get all the way up to the 36-yard line. So a good start here for Jersey Shore on special teams despite the squib kick as Paul Hale gets a good return.
And Matt, right away we see just the passion of both these fan bases. I'll tell you what, they are revved up in these stands. Paul Hale, what a year he's had. He is kind of one catch, 4 yards a year ago. He's come out of nowhere, so to speak. He's one of the great stories for Jersey Shore.
And the fumble on the first play. And Shamokin has the football.
Yeah, and there's that turnover bug that Jersey Shore could not get away from in the first game. So advantage Shamokin here early on.
Unbelievable start for Shamokin. And what a disastrous start as they fumble on the exchange, trying to go to Bo Seacrest. And it looks like that was Steele who had the fumble recovery.
Absolutely.
And that's his second one of the season. Now he'll lead the way on offense. And what an opportunity for Shamokin to start things off at the Jersey Shore 37.
And here comes the sling T, Matt, right at you.
And off to Gink. It was a high snap, and Jersey Shore gets the tackle for loss there as Shamokin will lose some yardage on the first play. So not clean starts here for both offenses on their opening plays. It'll be second down and 10 after no gain.
And that looked like Zeke Seacrest on that tackle off the edge right there, 54. He switched numbers a couple times this season, but he is down playing that outside backer spot. Great play on the split zone.
And they'll go to toss back to Gink to the other side. Well played by Jersey Shore, but a nice second effort gets him down to the 34 for a gain of 3.
Yeah, nice run there by Jace Gink, who's come in over 1,000 yards. Good job. Watch him get his foot in the ground. Just get this ball vertical. He can't get the edge right here. He sees that, gets up inside, really makes something out of nothing.
Ends up gaining 4, so now a 3rd and 6 for Shamokin here on the opening play, or the opening drive of this game, following the turnover on the first play of the game for the Bulldogs. And a penalty. First one of the game.
It's going to be motion here, Matt. Just makes a huge difference, 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 11 in this conversion.
So mistakes with both offenses here to start, and I guess you got to think of it towards early game jitters here.
Yeah, a lot of nervous energy here. This is a big game for these young men right here playing for the district championship. And, you know, these two teams know each other, but that doesn't lessen the nerves and the excitement for each player that's playing tonight.
Now 3rd and 11 after the penalty. Steele rolling, nowhere to go. He just got to tuck it and run, and nothing doing there. And after all of that, Shamokin is going to go 3 and out to start, but let's see what they'll decide to do here, kind of in that no man's land as they are at the 32-yard line.
Boy, just look at the effort. Look at Slate Seacrest running the ball, Zeke from behind, and then the rally from the secondary to push him out of bounds there and keep him short. This would be a punt all the way here, Matt, and try to play field position early in the game.
A tough one there for Shamokin after having that field position, but it is Hockenbrock into punt. Good high spiraling kick, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So crisis averted for Jersey Shore, Charlie, with a fumble on the opening play, and Shamokin gets nothing out of it.
Yeah, that is a huge crisis averted. That's a good way to put it, Matt. It's a favorite line of yours, and it's well said. You know, that could have been disaster if they jump on it. But now, you know, hey, listen, like you talked about, nerves settle down. Let's go to work. Let's put a good drive together for Jersey Shore. That's their mentality right now.
They'll start from the 20. This time a clean handoff, but not much there. And the ball, I think, came out again. But they're going to say he's down by contact. Man, another close call for Jersey Shore. That was her that was on the carry for a minimal gain. But Jersey Shore, again, lucky to have the football.
Yeah, Blake Hockenbrock there, number 52. You saw him ripping at that ball, and he about pried it loose.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Jordan will throw for the first time tonight. In trouble trying to go to the other side for Seacrest. And he made the catch. Wow. At the 36 for the first down.
Man, what a catch here by Bo Seacrest. Let's get a look at this. We got a half-roll throwback. Clinton's right there. He can't make the play. Better throw, better catch, according to the official. Looks like that hand is underneath it.
Seacrest only had 1 catch for 35 yards last week and a touchdown. And a big catch there to start as Liam Montgomery makes the play for no gain. It's 2nd and 10 for Jersey Shore.
Yeah, if we get a replay of this, Kem Clinton is once again, he's a problem, Matt. That's the bottom line. He's a problem for offenses. He just resides in that backfield, and once again, he put pressure on the ball.
Jordan will do the pitch to Bo Seacrest this time. Gets away from one man, spins away from another, and he will pick up the first down, still going, and he's close to midfield for another Jersey Shore first down.
Man, Matt, it's a whirling dervish. He just absolutely put him in the spin cycle with this move right here. Great open field running, strong physical back, 195 pounds, but watch his elusiveness off the pitch. Still can't make the play, and then there's the 2 spin moves and finish strong underneath the pads.
Jersey Shore does like to go quick. They go back to the line. First run for Jordan, and not much there as the Indians have it covered right away.
Yeah, Clinton once again right there. He is up to the task here early in this game. He is absolutely putting pressure on this Jersey Shore offense.
And Zach Clinton, remember, moved from inside linebacker to outside linebacker this year. 34 tackles, 10 for loss coming into tonight after a gain of 1 by Jordan. Down the middle, and it's caught. First down and more inside the 25. First catch of the night for Luke Thompson, the tight end.
Yeah, Luke Thompson just comes in with 3 catches. Look at him. He says, I got you. What a seed right down the middle. Elijah Jordan throws an absolute pearl here in rhythm, in the pocket. 1, 2, 3 hits. Let it go, big fella. What a nice hands catch right down the seam.
Back to Seacrest on the ground, and he's going to be thrown down by Hockenbrock and others. And a good gain on first down to the 19.
This is that balance we talked about, Matt. They can throw it, they can run it. Tremendously balanced team at the high school level. They've been really good doing both things. Elijah Jordan obviously makes that click.
2nd and 5, fumbled snap. And Jordan again falling on top of it, and Jersey Shore continuing to play with fire here for a loss.
They are playing with fire. It's a good way to put it.
Snap never even left the ground. We've already had 2 fumbled exchanges. One of them led to a turnover. And then the botched snap here, and it's 3rd and 7. Jordan rolling, comes back to the middle, and the pass is incomplete.
Wow.
A little bit too high for her, and it's 4th down.
And you can just see how Elijah Jordan plays quarterback. He goes left, he comes back right, but he keeps his eyes downfield, Matt. He knows what he's got. Look at him, look right, come left, stick your foot in the ground, run away from pressure, and then he finds his man. He's just a little bit high on the throw.
That's Ryan Bickert there on the coverage for Shamokin. Jersey Shore keeping the offense on the field for 4th and 7. Trying to keep the drive alive. Jordan in trouble. Gets rid of it. The pass is caught. Officials still discussing if that was in bounds or not.
They're talking about it. It's taking a while. Let's see a look at
and
it.
They
here,
say
Matt.
it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Sechrist. Hard to tell if he got that second foot down. I thought he at least got 1 foot in.
It looked like that, like he did get one down, but the officials had the best look in the house. They were right on it, and they roll it out of bounds.
You only need 1 foot in. Looked like he had control of it, but officials say otherwise, and Price is averted for Shamokin after they didn't get anything on their opening possession following the Jersey Shore fumble. They move the ball, but they turn it over on downs.
And you
now
see the
Shamokin back
playmaking
with it.
skills of Elijah Jordan, man. Just electric in the pocket.
A first down from the 22 to Clinton. And Clinton will get up to the 26-yard line. Now, the way that Shamokin's kind of done the running game this year, you start the game with Genk and then go to Zakem Clinton for the second half, the big bruiser calling him the closer. But Mark Persing said, no, we want him to have the ball early and often in this one to wear down this Jersey Shore defense.
Oh, absolutely. He's just too talented a football player. As good as he is on defense, he's just as good on offense, and he brings that presence of that big back at 225 pounds.
Gain of 4 to make it 2nd and 6. Play fake. Steele going deep downfield. Delball wide open. He'll take it the distance. Shamokin strikes first.
Watch this right here, Matt. You'll see the DB fall down. Couldn't see him. It was a double move. Delball, love him. 6'3", 190, 195. That big, long target. What a ball here by Logan Steele. Just a drop, an absolute missile right down the sideline in rhythm. Textbook.
Ben Delbaugh, the senior, over 300 yards receiving coming into today. That's his longest catch of the year. 74 yards for the score. And now Chase Pencil on for the extra point. And the kick is through. And a good start for the Shamokin Indians here at home. District 4, 4A title game on the Ad1 Advertising scoreboard. 7-0 Indians here on SCCV8.
Ad1 has been providing innovative and consistent solutions for over 35 years and offers thousands of custom branded promotional items. Ad1 has you covered. Literally, we offer apparel and promo items for corporate, team, and casual use, plus the quality and brands to meet your needs and budget, all designed to give you the perfect look that you can be proud of. Let the team at Ad1 work to reach your audience and goals. Call Ad1 at 570-286-1111. Online at mypromotionalneeds.com.
Well, what a start for Shamokin. Couldn't quite do anything on their opening possession following the Jersey Shore turnover, but they get a turnover on downs. And then the connection from Logan Steele to Ben Delbaugh for 74 yards to strike first.
Yeah, Matt, it's just a straight go ball. There's no double move there. It looked like the defensive back was just guessing a little bit, thinking it was going to be a sticks kind of throw, and he just blew right by him and was wide open down the sideline. What a turn of events, Matt. We go from a possible 4th down conversion to a 70-plus yard touchdown pass.
A lot of momentum swings early in this game. Another squib kick going to be taken by Hale, who had the good return last time, but not much this time as he will just make it to the 30. So now Jersey Shore on offense, been a little bit uncharacteristic for them, Charlie. They had the turnover on the opening play. They've had a couple other fumbled snaps or exchanges. They obviously had the fourth down conversion that didn't go here, so it's been a little bit of a shaky start for them on the road.
Yeah, it's been a little boom or bust, to be quite honest with you. They've had some nice plays, but they've also had some stinkers in there where just they haven't executed.
Got it down inside the red zone, but then we're stopped short on 4th down, and then the fast pass is dropped to start this possession by Hale. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and again, that's just another self-inflicted wound right there by Jersey Shore. Really, when you look at it, that's probably their 4th play that you put in a negative category, either by dropping the ball or dropping a pass, something that Coach Gravish not going to be too pleased with.
Mentioned Hale, what a big year he's had overall in his emergence this year. Had a really big game against Shamokin the first time around, 106 through the air and 2 touchdowns, including a 55-yard touchdown. But it's 2nd and 10. Fake it. Jordan keeps it himself. Well read again by the Shamokin Indians. Ball came out late, but he was down by contact, as it's Blake Hockenbrock who will make the play again for a minimal gain.
Yeah, all-state player, Blake Hockenbrock, really sound player on both sides of the ball. Look at him here, and then those 2 linebackers inside. How good are they? Parker and Montgomery, what a tandem.
No question, only gain 2, 3rd and 8. Jordan on the move again, throws, passes caught for the first down, this time by Evan Snyder, still on his feet and escorted out of bounds across midfield into Shamokin territory.
I'll tell you what, Matt, there is no doubt how strong an arm Elijah Jordan has. Now, he can flat out sling it now. That's just a rope, a frozen rope off the sprint out. Watch at it right here. Good protection. He inserts the pocket on the run and throws it right where you need to, low and outside.
Right back to the line. Hale on the screen pass, and he's going to be thrown back for a loss. Right there, it was Andre Bell who had the initial play, but it's cleaned up by Delbaugh and Pencil for a loss of about 2.
Yeah, that looks like a quick screen pass that Shamokin was ready for, because they played this team before. You have familiarity, and they're all over that right there. That's what you got to do, attack the screen.
2nd and 12. Jordan throwing. It's caught, and it'll be out of bounds at the 43-yard line, it looks like, as that's Snyder with the catch again.
And again, early on here now, you see Jersey Shore relying on that sprint out pass game as opposed to just overdoing the pocket pass game. But the one thing I watch when being a wideout coach for so many years, the way these guys absolutely pluck the ball with their hands, they're doing a good job of hands catching Jersey Shore.
I'll mark it at the 44, 3rd and 6. Jordan in trouble again. Gonna take it. Foot race to the first down marker. He'll get it. And another first down for Jersey Shore. And that's exactly what Elijah Jordan can do, Charlie.
That's what he do. He can make one play, extend it, and make it 2 plays. Exactly what he does. And he just outruns Caden Parker for the stick. Shows his versatility. He's not only got a strong arm, he's got great feet, and he's got some speed to go with it.
Elijah Jordan with his biggest run of the night so far. Back to the air. In trouble, though. Comes back to the other side. Still looking, and then just lobs it out of bounds.
Yeah, Matt, when you watch this young man play, this is really our first chance to see Elijah Jordan here in the last few years, because we don't get a chance to cover Jersey Shore. But just you can just tell his football IQ, his awareness, he's got it. No panic. He just finds ways to make plays.
And it looks like somebody started early. And this is coming back 5 yards. So 2nd and 15 for Jersey Shore. And to your point about that, Charlie, when I was talking to Mark Persing earlier this week about Elijah Jordan, he kept mentioning, he kept referencing Elijah as Brady. He said, I'm still having nightmares about Brady, his brother,
right.
And now he's in there at quarterback.
Yeah, the Jordan family just continues the tradition of dual threat quarterbacking at Jersey Shore.
2nd and 15 after the penalty. Jordan down the middle, caught. That's Snyder again. All 3 catches of this game on this drive to get a little bit of that penalty yardage back. And it's going to be 3rd and about 8.
Yeah, Evan Snyder came in as a 1,000-yard receiver. Man, he's done nothing to disappoint early in this game. He gets open, he catches the ball. Good sure tackle there in the secondary by Shamokin. Just sets up another. This is what Coach Gravish was concerned about. These tough down and distance situations.
Jordan, plenty of time here on 3rd down. Still looking, now loads, and the pass is tipped and incomplete. All the time in the world to throw, but tremendous coverage downfield by the Shamokin secondary, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, coverage sack there all the way, because Jordan, he had a lot of opportunity to survey the field right here. You can see that Shamokin's doing a good job of just trying to net him up and not let him beat him with his legs.
Paul Hale does the kicking for Jersey Shore, but not in his range, so it's 4th and 9, keeping the offense on the field. Jordan in trouble, loads it deep downfield for the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown on 4th and 9. It's Snyder with the catch.
Wow. What a route here by Evan Snyder. If you see this, it's a double move all the way. He goes down off this sprint out action that they've been hurting Shamokin with. He dips outside and then bursts up the sideline. Watch it if you can see it. It's going to go out of your screen. Great job to extend the play, and there he is wide open and right over the shoulders. I mean, that's textbook. Elbows in tight, hands high, finish with the catch. What a year Evan Sanders had.
And Hale's extra point is good. Big answer from Jersey Shore. Both teams with big plays through the air. This time for Jersey Shore, it comes on 4th and 9. 3:09 to go here in the opening quarter. 7-7 on the Ad One advertising scoreboard on SCCV8. Seven game here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. Jersey Shore answering right back with the big play on 4th and 9 from Elijah Jordan to Evan Snyder. And we are all tied up at 7. What a drive for Evan Snyder. 4 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown all on that drive. And they do an onside kick, and they've got the ball right back. Wow.
Steal possession, Matt. Exactly what you do when you do that. You got momentum and you go onside kick. You trust your defense if you don't get it, and they got it here. It's completely surprised Shamokin, and they steal a possession here. Now can they cash it in?
Evan Snyder did it and went off of a Shamokin player. It went off of Caden Parker, and here come the Bulldogs. Fresh with momentum off of that big touchdown and a tie game late in the first. Jordan going deep. He wants it all right away. Jump ball, and it's incomplete. Try to go right back to Snyder. Great coverage by Ryan Bickert, and it's 2nd and 10.
And you can see the intent here, Coach Tom Gravish. He is going to absolutely stress this Shamokin secondary. He feels like he's got an advantage there, and he's trying to absolutely put a lot of stress on that back end for Shamokin.
Shamokin had the turnover on the first play of the game with the fumble on the exchange. Turnover on downs. They get the long touchdown here, and now they're going for more momentum here off the onside kick recovery. Give us to her. He'll cross midfield and get to the 48, and it's going to be 3rd and medium here for Jersey Shore.
And Jersey Shore just has it. They are saturated with playmakers, and you better play good team defense to net these guys up.
On 3rd down, Jordan in trouble. They try to reverse it. That's Snyder, and he's going to get thrown back for a loss. And the play made by the Indians, and they read that again well right off the bat. And after all that, Jersey Shore will have to punt it away. They go 3 and out.
Yeah, so Shamokin flips it right there, Matt. They did it. Jersey Shore did it to them early in the game. Now they go ahead and play great defense off the turnover or the onside kick. It's the same thing, and they get a stop and now get the ball back. So, as you say, crisis averted for Shamokin.
No question there. Jensen Shuey was the one that made the play. So 4th and 13, and Snyder in to punt. It's a low punt, and Pencil's going to let that take a roll inside the 20, and that's where Shamokin will take over. Kind of been a strange dynamic, Charlie, to this game so far and all that we've seen, but a huge stop. Both teams with 2 big stops. Jersey Shore defensively on their opening possession made Shamokin go 3 and out after they fumbled the ball in their opening play. Shamokin gets a big stop after allowing the onside kick recovery.
Yeah, 2 big stops. So the defense both defenses have shown up, but yet we got 2 huge passes for touchdowns. And Shamokin, normally a powerhouse running football program team, but they can throw it, and they hit the big one early in the game, and then Jersey Shore matched it.
They'll take over at the 17. And a tie game. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Toss to Gink. Trying to cut back inside. And maybe about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, rugged team defense here. This Jersey Shore team is physical, as is Shamokin. So it's going to be tough sled running the ball all night long. There's no question about that. Going to have to make some throws. Both teams have made some early. Who can continue along that line?
2nd and 9. Play action, trying to set up the screen, and the pass is tipped right at the line of scrimmage by Sechrist. Slate Sechrist, that is.
Yeah, the Sechrist boys right there. Look at him come off the edge, little dip move, up and, he gets up and under and just does a good job of getting. He beats Ty Kurtz. Take that shoulder away and then gets his hands up at the end and deflects the pass. Job well done right there.
So 3rd and 9 now for Shamokin. Steele down the middle for Shuey. What a catch! And he makes the first down with that last second effort there, but what a catch just over the Jersey Shore defender. A dangerous tight throw there by Steele, but it works in their favor as they get the first.
Well, watch this catch and the finish here by Jensen Shuey. I've said all along, there's so many good tight ends, but what a hands catch. Just uses that big physical body and says, I'll take that and give me that first down. Let's keep this drive going.
Brody Hurd nearly had the pick there, or at least the pass breakup. But instead it's a first down with under a minute to go, and now another penalty here against Shamokin. It looks like they'll back him up 5 from the 31.
Shuey came in with 16 catches, 262 yards, 2 touchdowns, Matt. Obviously known as a great basketball player in the District 4, but we also know that transition from power forward to tight end can be made if they're physical enough. Jensen Shuey certainly has showed that. Stay with football, young man. You're just too good.
And he had a touchdown as well the first time around at Thompson Street Stadium. Clock back running. 10 on the play clock. Less than 30 to go in the quarter. Steele in trouble, and down he goes. Sacked by Landon Ray.
Boy, Landon Ray just blows in there from his nose guard position. And what a front this Jersey Shore team has. I'll tell you what, Sechrist, Ray, Van Druff. Coach loved his front on defense, and they showed it right there. They are back there in a hurry.
His second sack of the season, and that's how the first quarter will end. But a good one so far. District 4 4A championship game. 1 quarter in the books. We're all knotted up at 7 on the AV1 advertising scoreboard on SECV8.
When you're comfortable, life is good. Comfort specialists. Quality and value are claimed to fame. On time and affordable, that's our game. Providing heating and cooling for you every day. Our experience shows in so many ways. Call Comfort Specialists. Give us a ring, we'll be at your door. When you're comfortable, life is good. Comfort Specialists.
The Friday Night Lights are back. Join the SECVA crew every Friday night for live high school football. From the pregame festivities to the postgame interviews, catch it all right here on SECV8 Channel 508.
All tied at 7 as we start the second quarter here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. And let's go down to the third member of our broadcast crew, Jason Genovese.
Hey guys, if you're long enough in the tooth, you know that Jersey Shore hasn't always been a contender, but once Coach Gravish got here, it didn't take long for him to turn that around. He got those kids to believe within just a couple of years, and he actually, interestingly enough, points to a 2013 game here at this very same field against Shamokin when he had to use a backup quarterback, and they came to win as the turning point.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. That's incomplete. Now it's going to be 3rd and long as they can't get the screen to Ryland Price. And it's odd. I'll things like that kind of work out, and how it comes full circle here when in terms of how Jersey Shore built themselves into one of the best football programs in this area.
Yeah, coaches don't forget the marker games or the turning point games, and Coach Gravish absolutely said that was it. They needed to find a win. They did, and his team and his program just took off from there. They got great community support, great football town, Jersey Shore.
And they've traveled well here tonight down to Cole Township. Now 3rd and 25. Steele just going to keep it himself. And he's going to get thrown back for another loss. And that series of plays just went backward for Shamokin. Had the penalty, had the sack, and they'll have to punt it away here on 4th and
Yeah, that
long.
was just an implosion right there by Shamokin, backed up, and got a flag here.
And it is a late flag that just came in. Off the 3rd and 25.
Davis is saying potential face mask right here, Matt.
Don't see anything there.
Okay, face mask.
Oh, it is a face mask. Didn't quite see that there on the.
Yeah, it was hard to see.
On the replay, it was tough to see there at least.
No.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 22 after the penalty. Steele down the middle for Shuey. Pass is caught. Now he's diving. He's close to the first down. What a collision there. Another tight throw by Logan Steele to the big tight end Shuey. And let's see what Shamokin decides to do here. Do they decide to gamble on 4th and short now?
Yeah, that would be a big risk from where they are, but what a great catch. Jensen Shuey, I tell you, showing his skill set. A big physical guy with really soft hands.
Well, they will bring the punting unit out on 4th and 4. So Hockenbrock in for his second punt of the night. Snyder and Herr back to return. And actually it's Jordan on the return. Gink couldn't quite make the tackle, and then it's Caden Parker will finally bring Elijah Jordan down at the 35.
Yeah, great coverage here by Shamokin. Netting up just doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Everybody keeps a lane, keep him in front of you. Caden Parker finished it off.
Well, a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard, because there's some interesting scores. Lewisburg, 12-0 over Mount Carmel. Montoursville, 10-0 at Danville on the road in the 3A semifinals so far. Warrior Run, 15-0 lead at Towanda in the 2A semifinals. Troy leading Southern 15-0. First play of this drive, dump it off to Hale. Hale with a nice move. Cuts upfield, first down and more. Shamokin trying to go for the swipe, and it's Hale all the way down to the 47-yard line.
Boy, Matt, how good have these two receivers been? It's not hard to see why both of them have been so electric all season long. It's just one and the other. Pick your poison, Hale or Snyder.
And back to the ground now with Sechrist, with Bo Sechrist, and he will get to the 43 for a gain of 5.
Yeah, Liam Montgomery right there with the tackle. That ball could have spit for big yards, Matt. It's close to going.
Now Jersey Shore slowing things down and getting the play from the sideline. Goes to Herr again at fullback, and Herr gets thrown back for a loss. Big Isaac Glover to make a terrific open field tackle.
Yeah, the eye man right there, Isaac Glover, just swallowed him whole right there. That's a big man in the middle. Glover, 350 pounds. What an athlete he is. And he says, come back here, I got you.
Just a 2-yard gain, 3rd and 4. Jordan going to take it himself. And not much there.
Now this will be 4-down territory here, Matt, for sure.
Maybe gained 1 to make it 4th and 3 at the 40.
And really, Jordan there had really no intent to throw it. He was going to run for that first down. He just took off. Good defense there by Shamokin. Huge play early in this second quarter.
Maybe trying to draw Shamokin offside. Now they go to Sechrist up the middle, and he picks up the first down as he powers his way through.
Man, Bo Sechrist just a absolute drill bit corkscrewing through there for that first down. He would not be denied, stayed under his pads and moved the sticks.
We're talking about how controlling the clock, time of possession, really critical in this game. At the end of the first quarter, Todd Davis told us the snaps were 25-11. You look at this sustained drive here as Jordan takes the carry, and he takes it all the way down to the 25, close to another first down.
Yeah, Elijah Jordan, when on that sprint out passing game, man, he's really got two options. Obviously, he can throw it, but with his legs, he can run it. And when he doesn't have his man open, he just puts his head down and takes off and uses. Watch his speed right here.
Just shy, a pickup of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1.
So 2nd and 1 as he gained 9. Well, back to him on the keep, and he is tackled by Zachem Clinton. A great play there, and going to depend on the spot. They are going to move the chains, so that is enough for a first down.
And you see so much sprint out to the field away from Zachem Clinton. A lot of their run game goes to the field away from Clinton.
Right back to the line. Jordan keeps it himself, gets through a couple of Shamokin defenders, still on his feet, and he's inside the 20. What a drive this is turning into for Elijah Jordan with his legs.
Matt, he come into this game with over 2,800 yards of offense and 34 touchdowns responsible for. That's not hard to see why he's done that. He's just so dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Now to Sechrist, spinning through players, still on his feet, and he's in for the touchdown. What a run.
Man, hang a star on that. Shazam. What a run by Sechrist right there. He's got the hand down, says, I'll just, like you guys are too small, just give me the rock and let me power it in the end zone. What a run here, Matt.
25 yards out for Bo Sechrist as the run game really came to fruition on that drive for Jersey Shore as they have their first lead of this game, and the extra point is good. Jersey Shore with the momentum now in this one. They lead at 14-7, 8:07 to go here in the first half of the District 4 4A title game here on SCCV8.
Since 1975, Jack Metzer Ford has provided generations of customers with an exceptional sales experience based on honesty and integrity. We offer an extensive new and pre-owned inventory and are dedicated to matching you with the right vehicle to fit your needs. Our commitment continues with our experienced technicians ready to keep your vehicle performing as well as the day you bought it. My dad believed every customer deserves our respect and courtesy. That's why customer satisfaction will always be number one here at Jack Metzer Ford in Danville.
All Jersey Shore so far, 14 unanswered points for them after the initial touchdown by Shamokin. And they lead at 14-7, 8:07 to go here in the first half of the District 4 4A title game here at Kemp Memorial Stadium, which has been silenced a little bit after that 25-yard touchdown run by Bo Sechrist. Snyder will kick it away. Pencil on the return from the 12. Makes one-man miss. Still going, and he's close to the 40, so a good return by Pencil to try to get his team some momentum back after giving up the touchdown run to Sechrist and now trailing for the first time tonight.
A really nice return by number 8, Chase Pencil, and he's a do-it-all kind of guy. Kicks it, returns it, catches it, runs it. And now they need to answer with a drive right here, Shamokin. You don't want to give this ball back to a hot Jersey Shore offense right away. And Logan Steele in command. Got to match him right here.
Good field position to start here, looking for the answer. Start with a run to Clinton, and he is popped at the line of scrimmage, but he'll end up getting about 2 yards on the play.
Got Luke Thompson in there. Matt, number 10. Man, he's had a fantastic year, too. 6.5 sacks, 14 TFLs. Anytime you see those numbers, like we talked about Zachem Clinton, they're disrupted and they're in the backfield. Right there, number 10, Luke Thompson.
And that was the number one thing that came to mind when we talked to Tom Gravish this week is he's had an absolutely productive year.
He sure has. He's been, I don't want to say a revelation, but he has been really good.
And Pencil with a rare drop to make it 3rd and 8 now for the Indians.
Yeah, and I would think, from the Shamokin side of things and their offensive staff, they want to get Chase Pencil involved in this game right here. He really has not been a factor in the offensive game plan to this point.
And he was a big factor the first go-around against Jersey Shore. Mentioned earlier, 188 through the air. Of course, had the go-ahead field goal. Now a 3rd and 8. Steele rolling out, running out of time, heaves it downfield. A couple of guys there, but it's incomplete. You had Shuey and Pencil pretty much in the same spot, and it's 4th down, and Shamokin looks like they might go for it here. I see the offense still lingering, and
yeah, I think that would be playing with fire, as hot as Jersey Shore's offense is with
now
Elijah
the punt
Jordan.
team's coming on.
I think you got to punt this ball, come back out and play defense, force this really good Jersey Shore offense, make them drive the length of the field.
So Hockenbrock in to punt for the 3rd time tonight. Good high spiraling kick. Snyder will take it from about the 18. Good coverage by Gink, couldn't make the play. Snyder turns back upfield, has some room to work with, across the 40 and near midfield. And after the missed tackle there by Gink, Jersey Shore with excellent field position as the momentum continues on the Bulldog side of things.
Matt, clearly you can see this is an inspired and motivated Jersey Shore football team. They want revenge. They want to get back what they think is theirs. They had a tough loss. Watch a great job. He sets it up, works right, comes back left, uses his speed, and that's close to going a long, long way.
From the Jersey Shore 49, Jordan will keep it himself. Cuts back upfield. He's still going again. Inside the 40. There is a flag as he goes out of bounds at the 30, so we'll see if this one is coming back.
That's going to be a block in the back there on Snyder, I believe. There's that Hale on that far sideline. Might have been Paul Hale. Yes.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a block in the back.
He just nudged him. Watch it here, Matt, on the upside part of our screen. Just nudges him right here. Yep. Right there. Anytime they put their hands up and palms up, I didn't do it. They usually did.
We're still waiting for the call officially here from the officials. So they're going to mark it from the spot of the foul. They'll spot the ball at the Shamokin 49. And it will be a fresh out of downs, though. So 1st and 10 from the Shamokin 49. Back to her on the ground, and this time Shamokin is all over it for no gain.
Clinton, once again, off that edge, they've kind of let him go, and he's been able to burst from his outside linebacker spot. Watch him at the top of the screen, come right in, knife in, kill the engine, grab the legs, get the tackle.
Much needed play there for the Indians on defense. Jordan, plenty of time. Another flag comes in, and he will just throw it away, incomplete. And now let's check the marker, and perhaps this might be coming back further here in the area of holding. Yep, that is the call against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we're going to get a hold here, double move on Ryan Bickert. He played it exquisitely right here, as good as you can do with the collision. Stayed right with his man, did not allow the double move. Evan Snyder tried to go back to it. You can see right there, Jordan didn't have anybody. There comes the penalty, just throws it away.
That brings the ball back to the Jersey Shore 41.
Huge penalty there, Matt, huge penalty. These two penalties really could go a long way towards helping Shamokin, but that's good defense right there. Ryan Bickert on the double move by Evan Snyder.
So that's going to make it 2nd and 18. Back to the air. Jordan, plenty of time, heaving it downfield, nobody open. Overthrown there. Steele was actually the closest one to it, and now a 3rd and 18, and this is exactly where Shamokin wants Jersey Shore to be.
This is where you want these guys. You want Elijah Jordan with as far as he's got to go as possible, because I'll tell you what, with his electric playmaking skills, he takes one play, makes it a second play by extending it, and he can get you a first down with his legs in a heartbeat.
6:08 to go here in the half. Jersey Shore with their first lead of the game. Backed up here on this drive. Jordan in trouble. Trying to corral him. Still alive. Gets rid of the football, but it's incomplete. That's exactly what Jordan can do with the ball in his hand, but it falls incomplete. And Shamokin gets a big stop, aided by a couple of penalties there by the Bulldogs.
They do, and I'll give a lot of credit to Shamokin's defensive front, the way they're rushing through their lanes. Watch them right here. Clinton just trying to keep it all in front of you right there. I know the tackle's not made there by Shuey, but he does a great job of keeping Jordan in front of him and not letting him break contain and get that first down.
So Snyder in to punt for the Bulldogs, and looks like that's Pencil back to return for Shamokin. Low kick. Pencil's going to let it take a bounce, and he'll take it from the 24. Well covered there by the Bulldogs, and he won't get anything on the return. They'll start from the 24. So it stays a 14-7 game, and another chance for Shamokin to try to answer here and get this game tied back up.
We've seen some good special teams play early on here, Matt. We've seen big plays. We've seen great coverage. That's how you got to do it. You got to win that 1/3 of that game, and both these teams have been up to the task other than the onside kick, but then Shamokin's defense came out and throttled that drive.
Shamokin had the initial lead on the big 74-yard play to Del Bob, and then Jersey Shore came right back on a 4th and 9 on the play to Snyder. And then Jersey Shore, the 25-yard run by Bo Sechrist a couple of drives ago, took the lead. Back to the ground to Gink. And Gink will get 2 on the play to the 26.
Yeah, Matt, what we've seen to this point is that this Jersey Shore defense has done a really nice job on the running game for Shamokin. They have not allowed a big run. They've been able to keep things in front of them and gang tackle. That's a really good job on a good back, Jace Gink.
2nd and 7. Give to Gink. And Jersey Shore reading that well again. Not much there.
Just great penetration up front. Coach Gravish, very complimentary of his defensive line. He loves these guys. They got some size. They got quickness, playmaking skills. Making a tough sled for Matt inside the box, running the football here for the backs for Shamokin.
Third and 7 coming up here for the Indians. Ready the play clock down to 11 as they break the huddle.
Yeah, Logan Steele's going to have to push it here.
Play clock down to 2. They get it off. Steele in trouble, looking. Now he's going to take it himself, and he's going to be actually pretty close to a first down after
short.
All that. Going to be about a yard or so shy.
Yeah, big decision here. And, you know, sometimes here you get frustrated. You haven't been able to move the ball. There's been a number of 3 and outs. You can talk yourself into a bad decision. But Coach Persing's not going to do that. You just cannot afford to give a team as good as Jersey Shore 30 yards to score in a playoff game. So I think it's a good decision. Coach Persing, stay patient, stay the course.
So 2 straight punts here for
Okay,
Shamokin. Penalty flag flies on 4th and 2. We'll have to check that in a second as Snyder comes on the return, and he gets hit hard by Pickard. That brings another penalty as well. So we've got a lot to sort out here. It was 4th and 2 first off, as you saw that flag at the snap. And it looks like it's an illegal substitution against Jersey Shore.
Yeah, they've got too many men on the field here, Matt. They don't get it. They don't get their
wow.
The guy running off. So the flag there is going to give the first down.
We've seen some big penalties from Jersey Shore before, and that is the biggest of them all because that'll give Shamokin, as you mentioned, Charlie, the first down because that was a 4th and 2.
Yeah, now we see two gaffes on special teams, one by Shamokin on the onside kick, and now Jersey Shore on the punt, not getting their player off the field. So these are extended drives. These are big plays in championship football that can make a huge difference. Again, can Shamokin take advantage of it? That's the key.
And to your point, Charlie, so far, neither team has with those extra possessions.
No, they have not. So that's a credit to both these defenses who have played well.
So they'll take over at their own 36 on this extra possession here following the penalty on Jersey Shore on the punt. And now Shamokin's going to be backed up 5 yards with a false start of their own.
Yeah, these penalties, these false starts, self-inflicted wounds, pre-snap penalties, they are killers. especially when you're going against a defense that is playing as well as Jersey Shore is right now. And it looks like Logan Steele's, he's going to have a big night throwing the football. He already has had the big throw, but he's going to have to continue to make throws. The Jersey Shore's been really good against the run.
2 drives ago, was backed up by penalties, led to a punt. Try the inside handoff, and it's thrown back for a loss. That just didn't look good from the get-go. And it's Slate Sechrist again with another big play in the backfield.
How good has he been, Matt? Slate Sechrist has been all over the field. Watch it here.
It was the jet sweep attempt to pencil, and that went absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, that's 56 right there. Actually, we got that. Yeah, it is Slate Sechrist. There's so many of them. I want to make sure we got the right one.
There's Slate Sechrist, who's 56,
yes.
And there's Zeke Sechrist, who's normally 32, but he's 54 tonight in case he plays some offensive line. And the pass is dropped on 3rd down by Ben Delbaugh, and once again, it's 3rd and long for the Indians.
Yeah, just Ben Delbaugh just wanted to run before he caught it. Little RPO action right there. Watch Delbaugh on the quick slant inside in the slot position. Really good throw. He just doesn't corral it right there. Wants to run a little bit too quick.
3rd and 17 now for Shamokin.
Yeah, you just wonder here, Matt, when is Chase Pencil going to show up in this offensive game plan?
So far has not been a factor. Steele under pressure from Sechrist again. Still trying to get the ball away. And Steele just going to take it and run and get knocked out of bounds. A little bit of a late hit there, but flags stay in the pockets of the officials. And once again, Charlie, an extra possession, and it leads to no points for Shamokin. There's been 3 of those, 1 for Jersey Shore, 2 for Shamokin, no points for either side.
Watch these guys. I'm going to tell you what, these defensive linemen on both sides, they're going to sleep good tonight after chasing these 2 guys around all night.
So Hockenbrock in for another punt. Crisis averted for Jersey Shore, and they still lead it 14-7. And Hockenbrock nearly had that blocked. He just got it away. Snyder's going to take it and lost it and has to fall on top of it at the 32. Special teams continuing to be a little chaotic for both teams.
A little
so
bit
far.
of everything here with special teams. I will tell you now, Jersey Shore came after that, and they just missed blocking that kick with a double thump. Snyder's under it. Just let it go right there, but he was fortunate to get back on it. Smart move.
So now a big stop looming here for Shamokin to try to keep this at a 2-score game. They do have the ball to start the second half. Each team with all 3 timeouts with 3:12 to go here in the half. Bulldogs starting from their own 33. The officials trying to get reset. Now they'll start the ready for play.
Yeah, straight man coverage here, Matt.
Jordan throws, and the pass is dropped by Snyder.
And we've seen some uncharacteristic drops tonight on both sides.
Pass was a little bit high as Snyder was coming back on the out route, and it hit the kind of the top of his shoulder pad right there.
Bam.
But
right
still
off
a catchable ball.
He knows it right there. You got to make that catch. He knows that better than anybody. And Elijah Jordan once again showing in the quick game, showing his arm strength off.
Second and 10. Jordan down the middle. Pass is tipped, and it's intercepted by Steele. He had the pick earlier. Steele going down the sideline and out of bounds inside the 20. Second turnover of the game by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and another interception right here. Watch it. You're going to see the tip. Anytime it's a tip and it goes high, advantage defense. And you see Logan Steele. He just sits right there and says, I'll take that.
Went
Makes
off
the
of
play.
Parker and went off of Hale and then right into the arms of Logan Steele for his 4th interception of the season, 2nd this year against Jersey Shore. Shamokin in business to tie this game at the 21 of Jersey Shore.
Yeah, and again, this game has an eerie feeling like the first game in many ways. Can Shamokin get that touchdown right before the half like they did up at Jersey Shore?
And again, they have the ball to start the second half. Go to Clinton up the gut, and not much there. He's going to be thrown back for no gain.
Now, Matt, one thing I'm thinking right here, if I'm Shamokin in the red zone, I'm looking for number 2, Jensen Shuey, that big tight end. We've seen a number of good tight ends in District 4. His athleticism, his hands, his speed. I'm looking for the big fella, the Deuce, right here in the red zone.
He's had a couple of tough catches down the middle already in this game.
See them here, they're going 3-0 right here, so he's backside by himself.
High snap, Steele trying to get rid of it, and actually does complete the pass to Shuey. And then Jersey Shore comes out with the football, but they'll say he's down by contact, and he's down on the field as well.
Yeah, they got it. He got kind of held up there just a little bit.
Only going to be a gain of 2. See the high snap. And let's see what happened there as he was taken down. Maybe, I think he got his knee caught from underneath him there. Just from the look of it there. But not a great sign there for Shamokin as Shuey is down. And will step aside as they tend to him here with 1:58 to go here in the half. So Jensen Shuey able to get up, which is a good sign here for the Indians after making that catch. So Shamokin now facing a 3rd and 9 at the Jersey Shore 19 following the pick and return by Logan Steele. Golden opportunity here to try to tie this game up at 14 late here in the first half.
Yeah, keep your eye on Ben Delball right here. He's been a great red zone target, already has 1 touchdown tonight.
Play fake, they go to him, pass is incomplete. Knocked away at the last second. And I believe, is that a late flag? No, it's not. Just a piece of trash that fooled me there.
Trash running on the field right here.
But a great play. That was by the freshman Nolan Pauling.
Yeah, we've talked about Nolan Pauling. What an athlete he is. Watch him right here dislodge that ball. Big hit. Number 9. Okay, here we go. He's got the win. That's a big advantage here.
Yep, they're going to settle for 3 here. This is well in Chase Pencil's range. Going to be a 36-yard field goal. Good snap, good hold. The kick is away, and it's going to be short. Pencil hit a 37-yarder this year against Selinsgrove for his longest. That one's a little bit short. And once again, an extra possession for Shamokin. That's 3 now that they've come away with nothing.
No points right there. And we know Pencil basically hit the game winner with 1:50 to go up at Jersey Shore. Just came up short right here. So if you're Shamokin now, you got to go out there and play good defense. This can be a big swing in this game, much to what happened in the first game with Jersey Shore getting the ball here late in the half.
Each team with all 3 timeouts remaining, but Shamokin now has to burn one as Zakem Clinton was late getting onto the field. So a big stop coming here for Shamokin. Coming up, we'll have the Sunbury Motors halftime report, halftime stats, highlights, and analysis, and a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the 1A championship. Muncie all over Line Mountain, 27-6. But then things are getting interesting. The 3A semis, Danville's taking the lead on Montoursville, 14-10 in the second, and Lewisburg, 18-7. Mount Carmel just scored. It was 18-0. Now it's 18-7. Lewisburg over Mount Carmel in the second quarter. And in the AA semis, Troy leads Southern 13-0. Warrior Run leading Towanda. Towanda just scored. It was 22-0. Now it's 22-7 in the second quarter.
Got some good ones all around the area.
A lot of interesting scores so far. Of course, Southern Columbia trying to win its 10th consecutive district title and get back to the state championship, or to the state playoffs, and try to become 8-time defending state champs. But they got to get through Troy yet again Right now they trail at Mansfield. 1st and 10, 14-7 here. Jersey Shore leads. And up the middle, not much there for a gain of 2.
Yeah, so Cam Clinton, he's been all over the field tonight. And basically what they're doing, they're letting him unblocked and trying to pound that ball up inside it. He's doing a nice job of flattening out down the line of scrimmage and making the play. So number 21, good job.
On 2nd down, Jordan throwing to the near side. It's incomplete at the feet of Snyder. And that stops the clock. Shamokin with 2 timeouts left, and it's 3rd and 9. So if Shamokin can get a quick 3 and out here, could work in their favor in field position, and also maybe trying to go 2 for 1 as they have the ball again to start the second half.
Yeah, no question. Big sequence right here. Now, if Jersey Shore throws it, obviously, and it's incomplete, you don't have to burn the timeout. But if they get the stop right here, if I'm Coach Persing, I'm burning that timeout. I'm going to keep that time for my offense. We can stop the clock on offense. I want as much time as possible.
Got to get a stop here, though, on 3rd and 9. And they fake the inside pass. The give is to her. And looks like he's a yard or 2 shy of the 1st down. Shamokin is going to burn that 2nd timeout, so they have 1 left as it's 4th and about 2.
That's a good job. Here. Mark Persing, good job. Nice action there by in the backfield. Is that Isaac Glover? Look at the big fella right there. Come on, big man, get it done. Really good defense. And nice call by Coach Persing. Absolutely the right decision. Put the onus at 4th and 3. Jersey Shore's not going to take that chance. Now, Matt, they might swing the tide here and try to get them to jump, potentially, but they're not going to take a chance right here. So, as you said, this can be a big swing in this game if Shamokin can take advantage of it.
But at the same time, we've seen a lot of strange things tonight on special teams.
Yeah, and it's past Halloween, no less.
I don't know what it is about our trips to Kemp this year, but every time we've been here, this is the 3rd time we've been here, we've seen some strange things on special teams.
We have seen a little bit of everything. And again, now remember, Jersey Shore punting into a pretty good breeze in their face.
Snyder to punt, Pencil back to return. Better punt that time from Snyder. Pencil will take it from the 39. Okay. In fact, he'll just call for a fair catch. So there is the favorable field position here for Shamokin. 59 seconds to work with. And 1 timeout remaining.
Yeah, plenty of time. Remember, sideline's your friend. Get the ball out of bounds. 1st down stops the clock. This is what you work on, Matt, all throughout the season, preseason camp. Teams will usually work at least once, if not twice a week, as they prepare for a game. You just got to be good in your no-huddle offense. You got to be able to take advantage of these opportunities. Okay, Shuey's back in, though, with a noticeable limp. Chase Pencil looking to get involved in this offense.
Good to see there after the injury from Shuey. Steele throwing, knocked away. Incomplete, trying to go to Delbaugh. That's Evan Snyder with the pass breakup.
Yeah, what a nice game Evan Snyder's had on both sides of the ball, and they go right back to sprint out. Same thing Jersey Shore likes, sprint out, deep out cut. Evan Snyder all over it.
So that stops the clock with 51 seconds.
Chase Pencil had a huge game up at Jersey Shore, really. I don't think Matt has a catch tonight.
No, he has not. He's been a non-factor in this game. Inside handoff to Gink. Gink with a little bit of a hole. Gets a 1st down and more. Thrown down at the 46.
Okay, now you got to go. Right here, you got to go. Get up there on the line, and let's roll.
Clock does stop briefly for the chains to reset. Okay. Now the clock will run.
They're moving fast. Surprised that they're huddling right there, though. That's lost seconds.
Steele, quick throw, caught by Delbaugh, trying to get out of bounds. He will not. The clock keeps running. And we'll see if Shamokin's going to burn a timeout. Yes, they will, with 26 seconds left. And you're right, Charlie. That was a lot of clock that just got wasted.
Sure did. Sure did. Every second so precious right there. And sometimes you got to give up yardage right there to get the ball out of bounds. Delbaugh didn't do that. He's trying to strain for that 1st down. But sometimes in this scenario, you just got to let that go and get it out of bounds as quickly as you can. Right here, just do well. It's a good tackle, too. He tried to get there. He just couldn't quite. So good job on the defensive side by Jersey Shore.
26 seconds to go. No timeouts left now for Shamokin.
So now, Matt, if you're Shamokin, you're thinking, okay, let's get this first down, all right? And then now what comes into play is that spike play, clock it, whatever you want to call it. You've got to stop the clock. You've got to forfeit it down to stop the clock here. Even though the clock would stop on the first down, you got to play smart right here, and Logan Steele's got to get up there and clock that ball immediately.
We'll need to get to around the 20 to have a shot at a field goal, at least, for Chase Pencil, although he missed from 37 yards earlier, or 36 yards earlier. And there is Pencil on the catch, trying to get out of bounds, and he will. Just barely got out of bounds,
Yeah,
but he
close.
did. As he got up to the 30, picked up the first down, 23 seconds to go.
Yeah, I like what Chase Pencil did right here on the quick screen. Good blocking out in front. Now take a right-hand turn and get out of bounds right there. You see Snyder actually helped him, kind of hip-tossed him out of bounds. Now, these are critical plays right here for Shamokin. You got to be well coached. You got to know what you're doing. If you don't get what you need, if that ball doesn't get out of bounds, you got to clock it quickly.
Steele going to go deep for the end zone. That's Delbaugh, incomplete. Again, working against Evan Snyder there, just a hair out of his reach, and it's 2nd and 10 with 17 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, I like the play call right here. Let's go deep to the big fella. He's already made one catch. He's certainly got a size advantage right there with his length. So I like it. Well played by Snyder. Squeezed him to the sideline right there. No area to complete that pass, but I do like the decision. 17.7 here, Matt. Got to be on your game if you're Shamokin.
Play clock down to 10, though. Play clock down to 5. Get it off. Steele under pressure. Heaves it again for the end zone, but it's well overthrown over Delbaugh. And now it's 3rd and 10. And the clock kept going a little bit after the ball hit the ground. I wonder if the officials will check that with 12 seconds to go.
So, Matt, in the big scheme of things here now, this ball sets on the 30. If you're Shamokin and you're trying to get in position here for a field goal, you need 10 yards. That would put it at 37 yards right there, which would be in the range for Chase Pencil. Wouldn't be easy, but he does have the wind behind him. But you got to move fast.
Steele just heaves it for Parker, and it's incomplete. Or did he catch it?
I think they're giving him the catch right
They
there.
initially ruled it incomplete. Parker was holding the football as if he caught it. Let's take another look.
Yeah, he's juggling it right there.
Yeah, I don't think he had
ended up with
possession
it.
either.
Didn't have possession.
So now it's 4th and 10 with 5 seconds to go.
Yeah, so you got to throw this ball in the end zone right here. Use your Hail Mary, Matt. Throw it in the end zone. Try to get a big play. I think one thing right now with Jensen Chewy's injury, that's hurting Shamokin, having that big body.
And now an all-out blitz here from Jersey Shore. Steele trying to almost lost his footing as he tries to get footing to throw one. Still going is all the way back at midfield. Now trying to throw one, and he will.
He's got him.
And it's incomplete. He had Price and Parker right there. After all that, a heck of an effort from Steele. But that's going to do it for a very interesting first half.
Was that Logan Steele or what was it? Lamar Jackson, who was, I mean, he ran 100 yards before he let that ball go.
Jason Genovese says Tom Gravish.
Coach, the defense playing really well in the first half. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. Hold them to 7 points. We'd like to have a couple more points on offense. I think our guys are ready for a full football game of 48 minutes. So we got to get back in there and make a couple corrections. We shot ourselves in the foot. We had a good drive going with 2 holding penalties, one on probably about a 20-yard gain. So if we can clean that up, I think we're where we want to be.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Back to you guys.
And Jersey Shore with the 14-7 lead Here in the half, on the road in the District 4 4A championship game. Sunbury Motors halftime report coming up here on SECV8.
Hi, I'm Kyle Mertz, 5th generation of the Mertz family owning and operating Sunbury Motors. Let's see what Sunbury Motors has to offer.
Save $4,000 on a 24 Ford Escape. Save $4,100 on a 24 Bronco Sport Big Bend. Step into a 25 Explorer Active and save $4,800. Or drive away with a savings of $8,500 in a 24 F-150 Super Crew.
Here at Sunbury Motors, I know we're not perfect, but after 109 years, we must be doing something right. So come visit us and be treated to a buying experience like no other.
Ad1 has been providing innovative and consistent solutions for over 35 years and offers thousands of custom branded promotional items. Ad1 has you covered. Literally, we offer apparel and promo items for corporate, team, and casual use, plus the quality and brands to meet your needs and budget, all designed to give you the perfect look that you can be proud of. Let the team at Ad1 work to reach your audience and goals. Call Ad1 at 570-286-1111, online at mypromotionalneeds.com.
With NFL Network, get 24/7 coverage. We're off and running. And exclusive live games. That's a perfect dream. And with NFL Red Zone, you come to the right place. Get every touchdown from every game. Let's go to the Octo Box. Every Sunday afternoon during the regular season. He's got a touchdown! Get NFL Network and NFL Red Zone now.
The idea of buried treasure is captivating. If we find it, it will change history as we know it.
The Curse of Oak Island. New episode Tuesday at 9. Only on the History Channel.
Roller skating show in history.
Oh my goodness, that was swervelicious. I just pulled a hamstring watching y'all.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Roller Jam, Saturday at 8, 7 Central on Magnolia Network.
When you're comfortable, life is good. Comfort specialists. Quality and value, our claim to fame. On time and affordable, that's our game. Providing heating and cooling for you every day. Our experience shows in so many ways. Call Comfort Specialists. Give us a ring, we'll be at your door. When you're comfortable, life is good. Comfort Specialists.
Live high school sports on SECV8 is brought to you by Penteledata, reliable and fast internet. W&L Subaru, shop for a new vehicle from W&L Subaru, anytime, anywhere. Service Electric Cablevision, driving innovation in internet, television, and home phone for over 75 years. Ad1, your stop for creative and promotional advertising. On a Roll, for the best subs, soups, and salads in the area, visit On a Roll in Northumberland. Comfort Specialists, are you ready to repair or upgrade your HVAC system? Get your free estimate today. Lehigh Valley Health Network, now proudly part of Jefferson Health. We are coming together for the future of care. Jack Metzer Ford, proud to support all our local teams and schools. Sunbury Motors, a community partner since 1915. Sunbury Motors, a dealership known for integrity. And Via Media, helping you reach your customers on all screens. We make advertising simple.
So unforgettable, more than incredible, more than a metaphor, more than you're ready for.
Are you not entertained? You gotta put the time into time. The unforgettable.
It's the NBA on TNT. America, we're glad to have y'all back.
Every homestead has its unique challenges.
Living so close to the volcano created difficulties.
For those that can do it and succeed, the price of freedom is worth it.
Homestead Rescue, Sundays at 8, only on Discovery.
Welcome to SCCV8, with great shows right in your backyard, like The Sports Beat, In Your Neighborhood, Catching Up with Carl, and of course, live high school sports covering 14 school districts, all on SCCV8, channel 508.
We're doing this. Hell yeah. We can't afford this room. Look at that. The meter is already running.
American Dad. All new Mondays at 10 on TBS. Yeah!
Come with us as Harry Potter meets Food Network. A new series challenges talented bakers to create show-stopping builds inspired by the magical world around them. It will take skill and imagination to become the wizards of baking.
Series premiere, Harry Potter, Wizards of Baking, Thursday, November 14th at 8 on Food Network.
The Friday Night Lights are back. Join the SCCVA crew every Friday night for live high school football. From the pregame festivities to the postgame interviews, catch it all right here on SCCV8, channel 508.
Scientist Ivan Sanderson's cryptid research was lost until now.
There are hidden animals that have not been discovered yet. By unlocking the secrets in Sanderson's archive, we can now make the next big discovery.
Lost Monster Files. The investigation continues Wednesdays at 10 on Discovery.
We tried to get into his mind. It's like putting a puzzle together in the dark.
For a detective, this is an adrenaline rush.
We had to get him off the street. And the only way to do this is to try to think the way he was thinking.
Before They Kill Again. All new, Sundays at 9 on ID.
Sunbury Motors halftime report here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. That's us, Matt Catrillo, Charlie Fisher, Jason Genovese on the sideline here. 14-7, Jersey Shore with the lead here on the road in the District 4 4A title game. Game 2 between both these teams from earlier this year. Look at the first half stats and a couple of notable ones, Charlie, and one of the big ones is just 31 rushing yards for Shamokin in that first half. That's exactly what Jersey Shore wanted to do on defense.
Yeah, and that's what Coach Gravish said. Listen, we are going to do everything we can to shut down that run game, and they've done that. 31 yards, 80 for Jersey Shore. They've kind of spread it around right there, but that's a huge number with a team that's rushed for over 3,000 yards to hold them 31 yards. Rushing.
And the second is turnovers, 2 turnovers to none for Shamokin. But yet Jersey Shore still up on the scoreboard. That's because overall Shamokin has had 3 extra possessions in this game and have come away with nothing.
No points, and that's you know, if this score holds or Jersey Shore is able to pull this game out, Coach Persing, when he lays down at night, those nightmares will come when you don't cash in. When you get extra possessions, that's a tough pill to swallow.
And we're looking at time of possession. It actually was in favor of Jersey Shore a little bit earlier in the first game of the year at Thompson Street Stadium. Shamokin led time of possession by a 2-1 margin. This time it's a little bit more even, but Jersey Shore had the edge from 25 to 11 plays after one quarter. That evened out a little bit in the second quarter. But those are the three things we're looking at, really, in what was a very interesting first half. I don't know if I necessarily want to say odd, because it's still been a good football game, but we've seen some quirky plays here and there, no doubt about that.
Yeah, we have. And, you know, you're going to get some quirky plays when you got two quarterbacks that can run around and extend plays like these two guys. I mean, it's just going to lead to some chaos, and it has.
It certainly has, and one of those led to one of the extra possessions for Jersey Shore, or for Shamokin, for Jersey Shore, when they got the onside kick against Shamokin, and that was their lone possession that they had extra that they also did not come away with in this game.
Yeah, every time a team has had a chance to cash in, they haven't been able to do it because the defenses have gone out there and did exactly what you want, bow their neck, and not give them a score. So when you look at it, Jersey Shore's up 14-7. They've got 2 turnovers that have hurt them. I mean, they literally could be where they were in the last game at 20-7.
Well, that's how things got started for Shamokin, though they couldn't cash in on the opening possession on the fumble by Jersey Shore. But a couple possessions later, there's the 74-yard bomb to Ben Delbaugh to give Shamokin the early 7-0 lead. But then Jersey Shore came right back on a 4th and 9. Elijah Jordan hit an Evan Snyder for the long touchdown, and that got us tied up at 7. Tremendous catch there by Evan Snyder, who's had a good game on both sides of the ball in this one. And then later on, Jersey Shore had another good long drive going, finally getting the running game with Elijah Jordan, and it's finished up by Bo Sechrist, and he just powered his way through for a 25-yard touchdown, and that's all the scoring we've seen in this first half.
Yeah, what a run by Bo Sechrist, just pulling out of that T-shirt tackle right there. That's when you want a tearaway T-shirt, Matt, and he did. He had that, so great run, Bo Sechrist. He's had a nice game. Here's your pick by
Steele. That was by Logan Steele. That set Shamokin up in the red zone. And again, one of those opportunities where they get an extra possession, came away with nothing as they tried to settle for a 36-yard field goal by Pencil, and it was a little short.
A little short, and a good job there by Zach Myers, the left tackle for Jersey Shore, of running Steele out of bounds, because Steele did exactly what you're supposed to do. Get the ball to the sideline on the pick and run the sidewalk, and he almost went the distance, but Zach Myers ran him out of bounds there. Good effort play by the big offensive tackle for Jersey Shore, which saved points.
14-7, Jersey Shore here at the half of the District 4 4A championship game. Second half coming up from Kemp Memorial Stadium on SCCV 8.
So unforgettable, more than incredible, more than a metaphor, more than you're ready for.
Are you not entertained?
You gotta put the time into time. The unforgettable.
It's the NBA on TNT. America, we're glad to have y'all back.
Every homestead has its unique challenges.
Living so close to the volcano created difficulties.
For those that can do it and succeed, the price of freedom is worth it.
Homestead Rescue, Sundays at 8, only on Discovery.
Welcome to SCCV 8, with great shows right in your backyard, like The Sports Beat, In Your Neighborhood, Catching Up with Carl, and of course, live high school sports covering 14 school districts, all on SCCV 8, channel 508.
Well, we want to give our new food sponsor, On a Roll, another plug as Jersey Shore and Shamokin retake the field here for the second half. Our entire crew enjoyed some fresh, delicious food earlier. You can stop in for a quick bite, or if you're planning a big event, get one of their party platters or meat trays. They also have a fantastic catering menu that includes hoagies, wraps, meats, salads, and sides. On a Roll, your one-stop sub shop for some outstanding fresh food. 92 Queen Street in Northumberland, 570-701-1224. Or visit their website at honorrollnori.com or on their Facebook page. And looking ahead to next week, the soccer and field hockey state playoffs continue next week, as well as the football and state playoffs. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram for all of the latest updates for which games we'll be covering. And actually, we're down to just two girls soccer teams, Shikellamy and Central Columbia. They both play tomorrow, so we'll see how they do tomorrow and where those games will be if they win tomorrow next week. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Of course, which football game we'll cover next week, too. We'll have that as well. If you'd like to watch tonight's game again, it'll be on tonight at 11 and tomorrow at 9 a.m. and 8 p.m., and it will also be available on demand early next week. Let's go downstairs to Jason Genovese with some more looks from out of town.
All right, guys, some other scores from around District 4. Warrior Run over Towanda, 29-7. It's Danville leading Montoursville 14-10. Lewisburg over Mount Carmel 18-7. And it's Troy all over Southern Columbia 32-14 at the half. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jason. It's a lot of interesting scores that we really didn't anticipate. We thought we'd see a lot of close games, but a lot of big leads. And the most notably there, of course, is Troy over Southern Columbia. And you knew Troy was going to be ready for that one here tonight. We thought, what kind of dimension would it be being on the turf field at Mansfield University tonight? But obviously that's been no problem for Troy, who's taking care of business against Southern Columbia and pretty much has them on the ropes of not making these state playoffs for the first time in almost a decade.
Yeah, and just up here in the press box, while we were at halftime, the Jersey Shore contingent down to our right said they had scrimmaged Troy in preseason football, and they were complimentary of how good Troy is, and that's obvious by you don't see Southern Columbia area get it laid on them like that in the first half too many times, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely no question there. Warrior Run with the big lead on Towanda up in the northern tier as well. And we'll keep an eye on the 3A games and all the rest of the games here as we begin the second half. Here at Kemp Memorial, 14-7. Jersey Shore in front for the 4A title. Winner of this game plays the District 6 champ, which will be determined tomorrow in Altoona between Juniata and Bellefonte. And they'll play either next Friday or Saturday in the first round of the 4A PIAA playoffs.
Well, Matt, I always like to say, strap your seatbelt on, my friend. This could be a wild and bumpy ride. It was in the first half, and there's so much on the line for these two teams and these young men and these coaches. So it was a wild first half, and I expect it to get just a little bit crazier and a little more chaotic here in the second half.
Jersey Shore trying to win 2 out of 3 district titles. Shamokin trying for its first district title since 2011, which is the last time they were in this game. Here we go, here in the second half. And fielded at the 20 and not much there. That was Bickert on the return as he gets up to the 27.
Yeah, these coverage units, Matt, have been special tonight. There's been some great coverage on the ball outside of one punt return by Snyder for Jersey Shore. These two teams have covered kicks well. And let's set the stage here. Shamokin with the football on the 27-yard line, Matt.
That's where they will begin, trailing by 7. Still looking for the equalizing score as Jersey Shore scored 14 unanswered in this game. Start with Clinton on the run, and Clinton with a good gain up to the 33-yard line for a gain of 6 after just 31 rushing yards in that first half with the Shamokin offense.
Quite honestly, maybe Shamokin's best run outside of the run by Gink right before the half. They go to the power back, Clinton, and the big 225-pound junior makes it count.
2nd and 4, back to Clinton. And Clinton powering his way through for a first down and more, still carrying defenders out of bounds at the 41. Jersey Shore again coming out with the football.
Yeah, they're
They'll
wanting the
say
call to
first
go
down.
their way right here.
A couple of times we've seen the ball come out late on plays. They
Yeah.
see them going for the strip here.
Yeah, and they're talking like they got it.
Hale almost came out with it, but they're still moving the chains in
moved
Shamokin's favor. But Hale, that was close.
Yeah, very
It
close.
was like right on the outside, right on the out of bounds line, and Hale almost had full
He about
grip
got
of
it.
the football right
And that
there.
would have been devastating for Shamokin here. So now when you see those two runs, you see some energy and confidence ooze into that Shamokin offense, particularly that offensive line, which has struggled to really move Jersey Shore.
And you got another penalty here and another false start against Shamokin. They've had about 3, maybe 4 of those in this game, which is surprising considering you're at home. 4, in fact.
Yeah, 4 in fact. And I don't, obviously don't show replays on this, but if you notice what they're doing, the term we use is they're stemming their front a lot. In other words, they're moving their guys in there. They dropped the linebacker down and put his hand in the dirt, and it's kind of throwing the Shamokin offensive line off.
So 1st and 15 now after the penalty, back at the 36. High snap again, back to Clinton. Big hole, though, up the gut. Powering his way through again. Still pushing his way, and he's close to a first down. Looks like he's a yard shy. So a 14-yard game for Zakem Clinton. And clearly, after a lackluster running game in that first half, Shamokin trying to establish that with the closer, Zakem Clinton.
Yeah, the closer. Boy, he's running the ball. Look at him right there. Just barrel and steamroll for that. Well, really, they're going to move it right here. Should be a first down, absolutely. Message was delivered by Coach Persing to his offensive line.
And actually, they snapped the ball before the chains were set, but it is a first down for Shamokin after that run by Clinton, and Steele takes it himself for a gain of 4.
Yeah, good efficient run on first down on this drive. Shamokin's been very good on first down, staying ahead of the sticks for the most part. This is a good situation here. 2nd and 6 for Shamokin. There's your stem right there.
Steele, pressure coming in his face, down the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to go to Parker, who's getting more involved in this offense in the passing game. Haven't seen a whole lot of him on offense this year, but getting a couple of chances here, but it's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and he's in there for the injured Jensen Shuey, obviously. And just a high throw. I think if Logan Steele had that to do all over again, he just pulls that ball down and takes off and gets what he can. I think that's a huge injury with Jensen Shuey not being in the game right here. He's just such a talented big guy at the tight end position. And he tried to give it a go, but did not look right.
Go to Gink on 3rd and 6, and he's thrown back for only a gain of maybe a half a yard. Interesting call there for Shamokin. And I guess you would think they're going to make it 2-down territory, and it looks like that's what they're doing as they keep the offense
Boy, what
on
a
the
hit
field.
right there. Can't see that number right there real well.
That was Owen Vandruff, I
Owen
think, on the hit.
Vandruff, yeah. Number 62, 6'2", 255. He's been a force. And again, it's a huge play here by Shamokin on 4th down and 6.
And a penalty just thrown, and it's another false start against Shamokin, and now this might change the decision-making of Mark Persing, and he shows off some frustration there.
Yeah, it sure does. He's a little frustrated with his unit, but it may work to his advantage. I like the opportunity here to punt this football, play field position. It's a one-score game, Matt. There's no need to take a chance. Don't give them a short field or enviable field position at the midfield. Good decision. Now you got to cover the kick.
Hockenbrock into punt, and not a great kick, and it goes out of bounds around the 30.
Yeah, Blake Hockenbrock's been pretty good back there. The big guy showing his athletic skills, punting the football. That's not his best effort tonight.
Definitely not there because you punt for that reason to try to pin Jersey Shore back on the field position battle, and that did virtually nothing as Jersey Shore is going to start from their own 32.
Absolutely. You played for field position, could have done much better than that, but here we go. 1st and 10, Jersey Shore.
Tom Gravish in his 13th season, 116 career wins. Coming into tonight looking for another district title. Start with Bo Sechrist on the ground. And he's still dragging guys through, and he picks up the first down on the first play of the second half of the Jersey Shore Bulldogs at the 42.
And Bo Sechrist is a load. You talk about a guy that runs angry, that's him, Matt. He runs like he's looking for a Snickers bar.
Goes back to Sechrist on the ground, and this time, not much there. Gets a gain of 2.
Yeah, good defense right there, getting the ball on the ground and stuffing that run. Isaac Glover, the big guy in the middle, getting up off that pile.
Sechrist had the 25-yard run earlier in this game to give Jersey Shore its only lead of the game. And now a penalty marker here at the beginning of the play.
Yeah, that's going to go on Zach Myers, the left tackle, for movement.
And the amount of pre-snap penalties for both teams continuing to add up here in this one.
Yeah, just they're so critical because they put you behind the sticks. Makes it very difficult.
Puts it back to 2nd and 13. Back to Sechrist on the ground, and he's met in the backfield right away. As Hockenbrock makes the play, a late flag comes in again.
Yeah, this is a skirmish downfield with Snyder and Bickert. I couldn't see exactly. They were tangled up there, so let's see who gets this call. It's usually the second guy that gets flagged. And they're pointing towards Jersey Shore as some type of personal foul, Matt, downfield. This should go against Evan Snyder.
And that exactly is the case, so that's really going to back up Jersey Shore. Oh, it's a hold, it looks like, that was called. Or was it?
Yeah, flag came in from the back, Judge.
So some confusion of where to spot the ball. You got one of the officials talking to Mark Persing on the far side. And I think Shamokin just declined the penalty.
Okay.
So that's going to make it 3rd down. So I guess he wanted to make Shamokin go to 3rd down instead of backing him up even further.
Yeah, absolutely. Just puts the stress on Jersey Shore.
And a
bad
fumbled snap, or there was a whistle. It's a flag, false start. So Jersey Shore's still going to be backed up one way or the other. Now it's 3rd and 18.
Yeah, so that decision works out even better for Coach Persing. And you see that Shamokin crowd over there, Matt. The stands are full, and they're starting to get loud over there and making communication a little bit more difficult at the line of scrimmage for Jersey Shore.
So that brings the ball back all the way to the 35.
Here we go, straight man coverage out here on the edge.
And
There's
somebody
another
started
penalty.
early again for Jersey Shore. Wow. So after initially bringing them all the way back and declining the penalty,
They
2
got it.
straight false starts have brought them back basically to where they would have been the first time around. And this crowd is really getting into it here because they know they're getting on Jersey Shore's heels. Now it's 3rd and 23, which would have been 2 plays ago.
Yeah, absolutely. You see the frustration by Elijah Jordan out there, very animated, yelling at his offensive line to hold their water, just stay put. And there's some crowd noise. That makes a difference. And here's
another
one.
flag. This is unbelievable. I don't think I've seen anything like this all year, and Elijah Jordan is continuing to be hot.
Yeah, and Elijah Jordan, you know, he needs to just stay under control right now. He's starting to, you know, just not a good look. You got to keep your poise.
And
All
Tom,
11 guys, but particularly your field general. You just have to stay under control. It's not what you want, but you got to stay under control.
And it looked like he might have had a little back and forth there with Tom Gravish. Just from looking from this angle, it's 3rd and 28 now as this crowd really continuing to get in it. They finally snapped the football. It's just a handoff, and down he goes, and listen to this temp crowd.
This Shamokin crowd's come to life, and Jersey Shore helped bring that to life by their mistakes and just basically the way they handled losing their poise when they lost the mistakes. That just gets the crowd more involved. So here we go. We'll see if Chase Pencil, Matt, in the second half, it can become a factor in this game. He really has been no factor in this game, as certainly from an offensive standpoint.
So 3 straight false starts brought Jersey Shore all the way back, and this crowd is about as loud as it's been all game, but a great punt by Snyder puts Pencil all the way back at the 30, and he'll just scoot out of bounds at the 40. So this is interesting, Charlie. you see all the frustration shown there by Elijah Jordan with those 3 straight false starts. You see the crowd getting into it.
Right.
You see Jersey Shore struggling with that. This is a key drive here for Shamokin because I feel like they've got a little momentum now on their side as they still trail in this game by 7.
They do, and they got their running game going a little bit in that last drive, but it's just not easy running the football in this team. They're going to have to strike with a big play, in my opinion, through the air at some point in this second half.
Which they did in the first half, the 74-yard touchdown to Delbaugh that gave them the initial 7-0 lead. Back to Clinton on the ground, and he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1.
And just with that defensive front, with Ray and Seacrest and Vandroff, those guys are really good. And then you add those 4 backers in there. It's a tough group to run the football against. You know, they came into this game giving up 18 points per game, which is probably a little bit higher than what you would expect the way they played, but they've also played a rugged schedule too, Matt.
And another flag, of course.
This might go the other way.
It really is just amazing, Charlie, how much both teams have struggled with pre-snap penalties.
Yes.
I mean, it's one thing for Jersey Shore because they're on the road. We saw that factor
right
now, but even Shamokin at home.
Yeah, at this point in the season, you got to be able to handle this. I mean, it's one thing if it's game 1 or 2. It's another thing when it's game 11, 12, or 13 in that range. You know, you're going to have them occasionally, but the crowds on both sides are getting into it, and you just got to be disciplined and hear the snap count, and the quarterback's got to be loud.
Now the Jersey Shore crowd getting loud here on this side. Steele down the middle. It is almost intercepted as they try to go down the field to Price in the area of Bo Seacrest. And it's 3rd and 15 and another 3rd and long for Shamokin.
Yeah, it's really been the tail of tail tonight here. Watch him. I think Logan Steele probably had a little bit more time than he thought right there. He got rid of that ball, could have inserted the pocket right there and taken just another little bit of time to deliver that ball downfield to Price. And this is the situation, Matt, that Jersey Shore was in all night up at Jersey Shore. We've really seen Shamokin behind the sticks all night.
Check that. That was Nolan Pauling, the freshman, once again. 3rd and 15 for Shamokin. And they got to burn a timeout. And when you look at the way this game is going, midway through the 3rd quarter, those timeouts are precious, and Shamokin's forced to take one here on 3rd and 15.
Yeah, so critical, especially, Matt, if you're coming from behind. Those timeouts are so critical. I used to tell my team, you know, they're like gold. They're like a gold nugget. And you gotta take care of them. And obviously they had miscommunication there. They weren't on the same page with the play. And there's nothing worse than that as a head coach, having to burn one right there. You had to do it. But, boy, you sure don't like it because when you come down the stretch in this game and you're a one-score game, you need them.
I'll tell you what, Charlie, I said at halftime, this was still a good game, but with some quirks in it. After what we've seen here in this 3rd quarter, which has been very sloppy, now we're heading into strange territory.
Yeah,
here
you're
for a
going from quirky
game.
to strange. What comes after that, Matt? What do you got for me? Maybe Todd Davis has got something beyond strange. Bizarre? Maybe that's your word.
Ludicrous? Yeah, that's a good word. Well, 3rd and 15.
Looks like change of coverage here now for Jersey Shore. 2 high safeties. Nope, they're going to spin it.
Steele deep down the field, nowhere for Price, incomplete.
And that's good defense right there by Jersey Shore. Of course, tough situation, 3rd and 15. And Carson Steele didn't have anything. He absolutely did the right thing. Throw it out of bounds. Don't force that ball into coverage. Just get your punter out there. And what a busy night for Hockenbrock here, Matt.
This will be punt number 6, I believe, for him.
And you can bet that Coach Persing wants him to really boom one right here and try to flip this field a little bit.
And a high snap for Hockenbrock. And gets a good roll. It's going to be picked up, though, by Snyder at the 35, and he's wrestled down at the 42. So good field position again for Jersey Shore. That's the other factor in this game. Jersey Shore has had a lot of good field position wasted in this game, too.
Yeah, they have. And I'll tell you, Evan Snyder there, that's risky business what he did. But I mean, sure-handed, and he picked it up, and he actually saved some yards. You always want your returner not to let unneeded yardage go on the roll, but that was a little risky right there. But hey, credit to him. He picked it up and he got some yards.
And with both these quarterbacks only 6 of 19 passing in this game.
Yeah, that's a credit to these defenses.
Jordan pitches it to Bo Sechrist, and Sechrist will be met at the 45 and another flag.
Yeah, this is getting a little crazy here with the penalties.
And it's really slowed down the rhythm of this game.
What's happened here in the third quarter, Matt, both these offenses you're really not giving yourself a chance because you're so far behind the sticks that it just makes it nearly impossible to convert second and third downs when you have that far to go. So
it is a hold against Jersey Shore. And that's going to make it 1st and 20 back at the 32.
Generally, Matt, the longer a play goes on the perimeter, the better chance there is for holding, particularly on the outside with the wideouts or the edge players on the interior.
Jordan looks like he's going to keep it himself. What a play by Ben Delbaugh, the senior, with a play in the backfield, and it's now 2nd and long.
Well, Ben Delbaugh's had a good game. Had the long touchdown catch early, but he's had a nice game defensively here for Shamokin, filling in for the injured Dylan Phoenix.
I know Dylan Phoenix for this defense here tonight for the Indians, so it's been Ben Delbaugh mostly with a little bit of Xavier Paul mixing in. Loss of 4 to make it 2nd and 24. Jordan going to keep it himself again, and he gets hit hard. And I think the ball was loose. There is a flag as well. Jordan got back on top of the football, but let's check the marker now.
We got a face mask here. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, I think right there against Shamokin.
Yeah, that's a big penalty right there. I think that may have been on Liam Montgomery, that face mask. Just caught the end of it right there, but that might have been on number 47, Liam Montgomery.
That is a massive back-breaking penalty for Shamokin after having Jersey Shore backed up on 2nd and long. Going to move the ball to the 48. It's still going to be 2nd down, but instead of 2nd and 24, you're looking at 2nd and 5.
Coach Gravis calling the plays down there on the sideline.
Jordan will keep it himself again, cuts back upfield, makes a man miss, and tremendous tackle made by Andre Bell at midfield, or Jordan could have been off for more.
Yeah, and Andre Bell had one of those huge picks up at Jersey Shore. That was close to going right down the sideline for Elijah Jordan. Look at him, just come back. Clinton's there for the play. He can't make it. And Andre Bell with a sure open field tackle right there to deny Jersey Shore and Jordan from going down the sideline. Another injury here, Matt.
That's Ty Kurtz. That's down for Shamokin. But back to Andre Bell for a second. We mentioned him before. Started the last 3 or 4 games after coming in behind Ryland Price.
Right.
But they wanted Ryland Price to start focusing more on offense. So Bell has been getting to start the last couple of games, and it's been plays like that that's made the difference.
Yeah, he's played really well as a senior. We saw him make a couple big plays on our first trip here to Shamokin early in the year. And he's done a nice job. A senior, he has 2 picks coming in, but that is a great open field tackle. Andre Bell, job well done.
And we'll step aside as they look at Ty Kurtz.
Are we doing this? Hell yeah, we're doing this. Hell yeah. We can't afford this room. Look at that. The meter is already running.
American Dad, all new Mondays at 10 on TBS. Yeah!
Come with us as Harry Potter meets Food Network. A new series challenges talented bakers to create show-stopping builds inspired by the magical world around them. It will take skill and imagination to become the Wizards of Baking.
Series premiere, Harry Potter, Wizards of Baking, Thursday, November 14th at 8 on Food Network. With NFL Network, get 24/7 coverage.
We're off and running.
And exclusive live games.
That's a perfect dream.
And with NFL Red Zone,
You come to the right place.
get every touchdown from every game.
Let's go to the Octo Box.
Every Sunday afternoon during the regular season.
He's got a touchdown!
Get NFL Network and NFL Red Zone now.
The idea of buried treasure is captivating. If we find it, it will change history as we know it.
The Curse of Oak Island. New episode Tuesday at 9. Only on the History Channel.
Well, Ty Kurt's able to get up, but he's being heavily assisted by some teammates and coaches and medical staff for Shamokin, as he's barely able to put any pressure on that left leg. And tough one to see there for the Indians as they continue to trail here 14-7. It's been this way since early in the second quarter. Jersey Shore with the football and a 3rd and 1 at the Shamokin 48. And did they step offside? No, they say Clinton got back onside. That was Zakem Clinton who jumped. Now they'll skip it to Sechrist. And that's close. I don't know if he got it. Looks like he's short.
I think he's short, and I think that should have been a penalty on Zakem Clinton. He was definitely in the neutral zone right there, which is not the NFL where you can jump back. Once you're in the zone right there, it's a penalty. So I'm not so sure that was the correct call, but it goes the way of Jersey Shore, but they're not able to convert. So here we go, Matt.
Big play here, 4th and 1. Jordan under center for the first time tonight. And misplayed,
wow.
And he's not gonna make it. He was expecting to hand it off. Jordan then tried to go across and try to get the first down himself, but he's stopped in the backfield by Isaac Glover.
Matt, it just gets more bizarre.
Actually, that was Clinton that made the
again,
play.
What a game he's had on the defensive side of the ball. He's had some nice runs, but he has absolutely been a factor off that edge. Just closes it off.
What else are we going to see tonight?
It's bizarre, ludicrous. As Todd Davis said, it's just getting crazier by the play.
Broken play on 4th and 1. Jordan was expecting it, handed it off. Nobody was there. Tried to stretch out for the first down himself, didn't get it. And another golden opportunity for Shamokin. Extra possession yet again, 4th time tonight, starting from their own 49, down 7. It's Gink with a good carry up to the 46. I mean, usually they say, Charlie, 3rd time's the charm, but a 4th time,
yeah,
you better cash in.
Yeah, you got to cash in here if you're Shamokin. It's been tough sled running the ball, though. That's a good run. That's 6 solid yards rushing the football right there. But where Shamokin's gotten closed off, they haven't been able to make many throws other than the early big, long touchdown pass to Del Ball.
2nd and 4. Give to Gink again, and this time it's no gain.
Yeah, and you see what they're doing. They're stemming and getting that linebacker down late to give them the extra guy up front, and almost where it covers everybody up so you can't get double teams. Makes it very, very difficult. Brody Herr going from linebacker and then slipping down right there to play on the defensive line. So when the numbers advantage says that, you got to, you're getting one-on-one coverage outside, Matt, and you got to make that count.
Bo Sechrist there to make the play as well, and now a 3rd and 4 at the Jersey Shore 45.
Yeah, and you just got to believe at some point Chase Pencil's got to be a factor in an offensive drive.
Steele looking his way,
oh,
throwing it downfield, he's wide open, and he makes the catch! Touchdown!
Yeah, and he ran through the collision right there on the double move. The defensive back for Jersey Shore tried the collision, the double move, but he ran through it right there, and we called it. How long was Chase Pencil not going to make a play? Well, that's no longer the case. reservations for 6, and what a play here by Steele, the quarterback.
45 yards, 2 big plays through the air for the Indians into the end zone, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Yeah, and these are never automatic. As good as Chase Pencil is, when you're a coach on that sideline, you know, your heart is in your throat on every one of these because every point is precious in these games.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is right down the middle. Jersey Shore finally cashing in on an extra possession off the 4th and 1 miscue by Jersey Shore. It's a 45-yard touchdown from Steele to Pencil. We're tied at 14 in the District 4 4A title game here on SECV8. .2:45 to go here in the third quarter. District 4 4A title game here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. And Tom Gravish can't believe what he's been seeing from his team in the second half. And I could pretty much say the same thing for Mark Persing, but...
You say the same thing for us?
Yes, that's true.
What we're seeing.
But off the 4th and 1 miscue by Jersey Shore, Shamokin finally takes advantage of the 4th extra possession they've gotten in this game. Long touchdown pass from Steele to Chase Pencil. His first mark on this game, and we're tied at 14.
Yeah, I think that's a great move to get Pencil involved. He's just too good a playmaker, and here you go. Is he fired up? Steinhardt with the kick.
And he has the touchback. It's the 9th touchback on the kickoff this year by Steinhardt. So Jersey Shore will get the ball back after an absolute disaster of a possession last time they had the football.
Yeah, it was a disaster. You know, it was a unique swing because it looked like Cam Clinton was clearly in the neutral zone. No call. Then they don't get the first down. And, boy, Shamokin does a great job of taking advantage of it and cashes in.
Fake the pass and the give to Her. Her with a big gain across the 40 and across the 45. And that's exactly what Jersey Shore needed. And a first down, that's a gain of 27.
Yeah, watch this. Good ball handling by the quarterback right there. Great ball, Elijah Jordan. He fakes the quick screen and slips it underneath to Her. Good blocking up front.
Jordan going to keep it himself. Runs into a wall, and he will be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost one on the play. Looks like it was Hockenbrock and Glover making the play again, and they both
have been
had
all
an
over
impact on this game.
This front's been really good, and throw Clinton in there because he's been really, really good. And Tanner Hornberger was also in there. He's probably in with the injury.
Jordan trying to throw it downfield. Off he goes again, past midfield, inside the 40, and a first down again for Elijah Jordan and this Bulldogs offense.
Yeah, and you can see the intent of Elijah Jordan right here. The senior says, you know, I'm not going home just yet, and he's trying to take this game over.
Well, the momentum has shifted fast and furious on these last few plays. Shamokin tying this game, but Jersey Shore is taking it right back on this possession. From the 36, Jordan keeping it himself. No gain on the play. Hockenbrock and company making the play again at the line of scrimmage.
Now you got to play great defense, great team defense on this quarterback, Elijah Jordan, because he is so electric and dynamic. He can go one way, and just like that, he's going to end up going the other way and making a big play. So everybody's got to do their job, not try to do too much, and keep him in front of you.
On second down, Jordan thinking about throwing. Seacrest was right there, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted by Bickert. Bickert coming back the other way. Gets a block. Flag on the field. Out of bounds. Hit hard. That's going to be a late hit as well as more flags throw. Bo Seacrest got in the way of Jordan trying to throw the ball downfield. That allowed for the interception, and now we got lots of laundry on the field and chaos.
This is going to be a hold behind the play. by Shamokin on the return, and it's going to be a late hit out of bounds on Jersey Shore. So 2 penalties on the return.
But look here at Sechrist. He got in the way of Jordan trying to throw the ball, and that was a pop fly for Bickert to make the interception. And there's the hold, and then there's the late hit.
Yeah, that's clearly a late hit for sure, and clearly a hold ahead of that play right there. So good calls by the officiating crew.
So now you got lots to sort out here. Shamokin will keep the ball despite the penalty on each team.
Yeah, when you say you got a lot to sort out, Matt, it's like getting called to the principal's office. They got to sort out a lot of stuff, right? Todd's a teacher behind us, so that's exactly what they're doing here.
Personal foul against Jersey Shore, dead ball.
So now they marked off the 10, and now they mark off the 15. So Shamokin's going to get good field position out of all of this. And we'll start at the 42, tied at 14 as we approach a minute to go here in this third quarter off the third turnover of this game by Jersey Shore. Second pick of this game by Elijah Jordan after throwing 3 against Shamokin the first time. Delay to Gink, and Gink has been in the backfield for a loss. Sechrist, Bo Sechrist that is, making the play.
Yeah, Bo Sechrist on
along
the
with
hand
Landon
back.
Ray, too.
Yeah, the hand back draw right there, well played. Look at him sniff it out.
And
54.
Zeke Sechrist too, also in there on the first,
yes.
on the first go.
Yep, Zeke, Bo, the Sechrist family shows up big on that defensive stop.
A loss of 3 back at the 39. Could be the final play of this third quarter.
Again, if I'm Logan Steele, I'm trying to find the eraser, Chase Pencil.
And they fumbled snap. Steele's got to fall on it. It was a bad snap, never left the ground. And the offensive woes continue for both these teams. And now it's going to back up Shamokin all the way to the 31.
And that'll take you to the quarter here, Matt, so Shamokin to get a chance to talk about it.
A strange third quarter for both these teams, but it was still ended up good for Shamokin as they got the tying score, 45-yard touchdown from Logan Steele to Ben Delbaugh. We're tied at 14 here in the District 4 4A title game. Come back for the fourth, 3rd and 22 for Shamokin to start the fourth here on SCCV8.
So unforgettable, more than incredible, more than a metaphor, more than you're ready for.
Are you not entertained?
You gotta put the time into time. Be unforgettable.
It's the NBA on TNT. America, we're glad to have y'all back.
Well, what a game this has been. Tied at 14, District 4 4A title game here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. The Jersey Shore Bulldogs looking for their second title in 3 years. The Shamokin Indians looking for their first since they were in this game in 2011. A strange third quarter indeed, filled with penalties. 75 yards of penalty yards for Jersey Shore in that quarter, 95 for Shamokin. 3rd and 22 now to start. Steele, deep for Pencil, intercepted. First turnover of the game for the Indians on 3rd and 22. Might as well call it a short punt.
Yep.
As that is the freshman Nolan Pauling making the play. He has been tremendous all game long on defense. Or no, that's Paul Hale making the play.
With the play right there. That's well played. He undercut the ball right there to Pencil. I don't mind the play call because it plays out like a punt. And Shamokin in the last couple punts has had a little bit of difficulty. So I like the shot play right there. It works out to just be more like a punt. And now both these teams, everything on the line here as we go down the fourth quarter.
Start with a run with Jordan. Has some room, gets a block, and he's across midfield.
Yeah, if you watch this replay here, Matt, Ben Delball loses the edge here. Number 15, he's in position. Look at it up top. He's right there. Keep your outside shoulder free, Ben. Make him duck up inside. The man of that ability right there, once he's outside, he is loose and running.
First down at the Shamokin 49. Jordan loading, throws, caught by Snyder at the 40. Good open field tackle by Bickert. And it's going to be a gain of 9 and 2nd and 1.
Yeah, great route here by Evan Snyder. He just drives his man back. Right there, Ryan Bickert sticks his foot in the ground and works back to the football, and a strong throw here by Elijah Jordan.
Jordan
Good
keeping
tackle.
it himself, trying to get back inside to try to get the first down, and he did not get it.
Did not get it.
Maybe about half a yard. So it's 3rd and short here for Jersey Shore once again, and we all know what happened last time they were in this spot.
Yeah, Coach Gravish he's not going to want to see that replay again. So
inside handoff this time clean. Sechrist, big haul up the gut. First down and more. Cuts back inside. Inside the 10. Inside the 5. Touchdown.
Bo knows. What a run.
On 3rd and 1, a 40-yard run by Bo Sechrist, and Jersey Shore is back in front.
Man, what running here in the open field. Inside, takes it back outside. Little slip jump cut right there. Finishes strong. Give him 6.
Sechrist with 2 big touchdown runs, each that gave Jersey Shore the lead. And now the extra point is good. 11 carries, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns for Bo Sechrist tonight. He puts his team back up 7 early in the 4th on the AB1 advertising scoreboard on SECV8.
Are we doing this? Hell yeah, we're doing this. Hell yeah. We can't afford this room. Look at that, the meter is already running.
American Dad, all new Mondays at 10 on TBS.
On a 3rd and 1, Bo Sechrist with his 2nd long touchdown run of the night, this time from 40 yards out, and Jersey Shore is back in front early in the 4th quarter on the AB1 advertising scoreboard of the District 4 4A championship game. Matt Catrillo, Charlie Fisher here with you. Turning into a dandy, that's for sure.
It is, and this is what you want. What a run, Bo Sechrist. And now if you're Shamokin, you keep your poise. You got to go out, answer the bell. Everything's on the line in this 4th quarter. 10:50 to go.
Pencil will take it from the 14. Makes a move at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. So another good return from Chase Pencil. And once again, good field position for Shamokin as they try to get the answer here with 10:43 to go in regulation.
And I think when you think about this Shamokin offense, they've been, stymied pretty much all night with their run game. They've had a couple of decent runs, but for the most part, it's been tough sled. Who's going to make the plays on the outside edge? We've seen Del Ball make a big one. We've seen Chase Pencil. We know Shuey's out with the injury.
Give to Clinton, and not much there. Stopped again by Owen Vandruff, who's had himself a game as well on that Bulldog defensive front. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, OVD's had a nice ball game here for Jersey Shore. 6'2", 255, man. He is a wall in that interior for that 50 hybrid front for the Bulldogs.
They'll give him 1, so it's 2nd and 9. Steele, free man coming, throws, caught by Price, takes a shot out of bounds, but he picks up the first down at the Jersey Shore 49.
Yeah, Ryland Price with a big catch right there. We haven't called his name much tonight, not on the offensive side of the ball, but comes up with a huge catch. Luke Thompson is free right there. Great job of feeling that pressure by Steele and just flushing away from it and delivering a dime on the sideline.
Jersey Shore nearly jumping offside there. Give to Clinton, trying to power his way through, and he gets taken down at the 47 for a gain of 2.
Yeah, for both these teams, this point in the game now, Matt, the clock is about to head towards 9 minutes left in the game. This is where you really got to reach deep and find a way. This is where all those all-season conditioning, those workouts, they just come into play right here, where you got to find a way and cash in on your investment all season long.
And it looks like there was some movement before the snap, and it's another false start against Shamokin. So this is going to make it 2nd and 13.
And I think, Matt, you said earlier Shamokin was right at 95 penalty yards. Is that correct? That's going to take him to 100. That's a tough thing to overcome, a length of the field in penalties.
A lot of those penalties in the third quarter. But a tough one here to set them behind the chains here in the fourth quarter, down 7. Steele throws for Delbaugh, and it's incomplete. They've tried to go to him a number of times down the middle, and they just have not been able to get that combination to work.
They have not, and it actually looks like Delbaugh has a little bit better opportunity to beat him to the outside. Number 9, Nolan Pauling right there is playing with inside leverage right there, and you see him beat him to the ball right there and deflect it. So it looks to me like Delbaugh could beat him on a deep out cut, which would be a little bit easier for him and for the throw right there.
3rd and 13. Steele going deep for Delbaugh. He's double covered, and it's incomplete.
Yeah,
So
they had
4th and 13.
Good coverage right there with the corner, and then the deep safety looked like Elijah Jordan just got over the top right there. And now decision, but you know, again, I like what Mark Persing's doing here. Punt the football, play field position. You're guaranteed if your defense can do the job. Now they got to get the stop, but you should get another possession or two, Matt, and you still got 2 timeouts, so there's a long way to go in this game.
Hockenbrock gets it away. Much better punt this time. And it's going to take a really good bounce. Can they get there? Oh, it's going to be a touchback.
Wow.
A tough break there for Shamokin. Good effort from Hockenbrock, but it ends up as a touchback, so Jersey Shore will start from the 20.
Yeah, good decision there by Evan Snyder to let that ball go. He noticed, number one, he couldn't hardly get to it because they kicked away from him, and then the low-line drive like that usually is going to run. He did a good job of staying away, and the ball, unfortunately for the Shamokin side, went in the end zone. So here we go, on a 20.
You know, one thing from Mark Persing's side of things, Charlie, you made a good point. He has been patient tonight in terms of not trying to take too many gambles and sticking with the run.
Yeah, he's trusted his defense, and that's what you got to do. And he's got a good defense, and you got to get a stop when you need it, and this is going to be one of those opportunities right here where he's got to get a stop and get his offense the ball back.
As Jordan takes the carry there for a gain of 3.
Yeah, pretty much all night long here, Matt, they have run away from Zakem Clinton.
Jordan fires, and that pass is caught. Low ball, but it's caught by Hale.
That should move the sticks.
And it is right at the 30.
And every great catch there by Paul Hale on a little bit of a low throw. But every possession, every first down you get on these possessions, Matt, just takes so much time off the clock. You're going to get 2-3 minutes. That's a nice grab by Paul Hale.
Hand off to her. Her with a big gut, big hole up the gut. trying to get away from Andre Bell, and he's close to midfield. Another big run from Brody Hearn. He's had some big runs here in this second half.
Yeah, Brody Hearn. Coach Gravish said earlier, he said he felt like they were getting as healthy as they've been, particularly in the backfield, and Brody Hearn's a big part of that, and he has run, look at him run the ball with intent, purpose, and just pulling away from that tackle.
And a fumble on the pitch, picked up by Jordan, and Jordan's going to get hit and finally brought down at the 39-yard line. And again, Jersey Shore playing with fire here, nearly with their 4th turnover of this game.
Man, as you say, I mean, that's a big-time crisis averted right there because the ball's on the ground. Watch Jordan right here. He gets on it. Bad pitch. Not in good pitch relationship, but he picks it up and actually gets a couple yards back a little bit. He doesn't get past the line of scrimmage, though.
2nd and 21 after that loss. Jordan trying to keep it himself, and he somehow escaped. And then he tripped on his own feet at the 45-yard line. Oh, man.
Man, the turf monster got him, Matt. And I tell you what, I think he was going to get to that far sideline, and it would have been 6. Watch it here. He comes out of this purple swarm. Right here, he is ready to make a move to the left, and it would have come down to Logan Steele getting him on the ground.
And we got a timeout taken on the field. It's an official's timeout. And Elijah Jordan, just unbelievable. Could have been a whole lot worse for Shamokin. Now it's 3rd and medium here. Jordan looking to load up. Still looking. Now heaves it downfield. Jump ball incomplete. Dangerous ball there from Jordan, who's already thrown 2 picks in this game. And now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and you got to punt this football right here. Be smart. Let your defense, they've been stout all night. Make Shamokin take this thing the length of the field. You've got a 1-score lead. 6:56 to go in the game. So veteran coach Tom Gravish doesn't even think about it. Puts his punter out there. Play field position.
So Shamokin gets the stop they need. Now we'll see what kind of field position they end up with as Snyder gets it away. It's a good high kick. Pencil still going to take it. No, he's going to call for the fair catch at the 7. Big time punt there by Evan Snyder. So
here you go. You're telling Logan Steele right here, young man. Championship football, championship drive needed here by Shamokin. This is what separates your quarterbacks right here. It's a young quarterback. He's a talented quarterback. So Logan Steele can make his footprint on Shamokin football history right here with this drive.
That's just the 4th punt inside the 20 all year by Evan Snyder for Jersey Shore. And you're right, Charlie. It's up to Logan Steele in this offense to go 93 yards to tie this game up.
And you just got to think that somewhere in here there's got to be an explosive play, Matt. It's just been too hard running the football.
Steele starts with a throw, and it is caught by Delbaugh. It's at the 12, as that'll gain 5. 6.5 to go.
I think, from the Shamokin side right here, if you're Mark Persing, you want your offense get in and out of that huddle. You want some urgency right here because you're ticking down to 6 minutes, and it's going to go fast, those 6 minutes, when you got to drive the ball 90 yards.
From the 12, 2nd and 5. And they go with another run, and he's stuffed.
Yeah, that when they stem to that 5-man front and they cover everybody up there, Matt, it is just really giving the Shamokin offensive line difficulty. There's just been nowhere to run, and they are forcing the hand of Shamokin to make some throws.
Landon Ray again with the play. Already has a sack in this game as well. No gain. And now a 3rd and 5 for Shamokin.
3rd down and 6.
Steele rolling, fires down the middle for Pencil, and he makes the catch at the 30-yard line. Unbelievable.
I tell you, Chase Pencil, he is so good. He's so big in the biggest moments, and that's what your great players do. Look at him right here. He did this up at Jersey Shore. He beats Jordan to the sideline. and a good throw, but even a better catch. Keeps this drive alive, Matt.
I asked him this week, what phase of the football do you like best? He actually said defense.
Now, I can believe that because having been around Chase Pencil, he's that tough and that competitive.
And it's a jet sweep to Ryland Price, and this is going nowhere. A late flag comes in. Perhaps
it's
that's
a face mask.
A face mask on Bo Sechrist, who made the play in the backfield. Let's see. That came right at the end of the play.
See, we can see this on the replay right here. Jet sweep, wide play right here. They do a good job, stretch it out. It's going to be maybe a horse collar.
Yeah, but I think that is the call. But I think that looked like he got all jersey there.
Could have.
I didn't see the hand grab inside the shoulder pad on that angle. But nonetheless, a break there for Shamokin. And it's first down at the 35, I believe, a 1st and 5. Yes, 1st and 5. Steele throws, pass caught by Price. And he's wrestled down at the 39. That'll be a gain of 4.
And that's going to move the sticks, Matt.
No.
So again, Shamokin here just over 4 minutes. That stops the clock. They've got to get up there and get going now because this clock's going to bleed quick.
They initially spotted the ball at the 39, but they gave him a more favorable spot, and that was enough for the first down. So first down at the 40.
Yeah, now you're seeing more urgency by the Shamokin offense, getting in and getting out.
Back to the ground with Clinton, and not much there. Going to gain about 1 or 2. And you know, Charlie, we've given Shamokin and Mark Persing credit for keeping to the run, but at this point, I think you may have to start being more urgency as you talked about.
Question.
Look for more chunk plays.
You know, what he's trying to do is just catch him by surprise and pop a run right there, and sometimes that happens. But right now, he's up against it with the clock, and they got to be fast in and out of this huddle, and really keep moving here because they don't need 3 points; they need 7 here, Matt, and that makes the job a little bit tougher.
2nd and 8. Another handoff to Clinton. And again, not much there as he gets to the 44. Another only gain of 2 and another 3rd down coming up for Shamokin as we approach 3.5 remaining in regulation.
Yeah, and if you're Jersey Shore, you'll take that right there. You're okay with that. Get the ball on the ground, keep the clock running. They know the clock's their friend right here, Matt.
And you also get the argument, too, Charlie, that if you score, you want to try to leave Jersey Shore with little time as possible.
Absolutely.
But you still have to get the score.
Well, you got to get the score. That's absolutely correct. And Mark Persing has coached a nice ball game here today. He's been patient.
Steele down the middle. Pass is caught by Pencil. Another big catch for him. Another first down at the Jersey Shore 47.
Great throw there by Logan Steele, man. What a pearl on the sideline. He goes to his playmaker, Chase Pencil, and right now it's really going to come down. Pencil, Del Ball. We've seen a little bit of Price. We know that Shuey's out. That's a big loss for them. That does stop the clock, so that's huge. You're telling your guys, listen, if you can get out of bounds, get out of bounds.
They mark it at the 46. This drive started back at the 7, and he botched the snap. Steele under pressure. Got to get rid of it. Still trying to get rid of it. Now he'll throw it downfield, and it's caught by Delbaugh inside the 10, inside the 5. It's a touchdown.
Holy smokes.
It's a touchdown. That is unbelievable.
Man, Logan Steele, Shazam. I'm going to tell you, I've loved this kid since we first saw him at the beginning of the year, and he is a playmaker supreme. Now, there are no words for that, Matt. That's just you sit back and enjoy.
Play of the year for sure, and an extra point away from tying this game.
And hey, let's give some credit now to the big long fella, Ben Delball, with his 2nd touchdown. He went up and just took it away from him, ripped it down. Here's the ever important extra point, Chase Pencil.
Kick is right down the middle. What a play by Logan Steele. What a drive. 93-yard drive. Finished off with the 45-yard touchdown pass. Just bananas to Ben Delbaugh. 21 all, 2.5 to go in the District 4 title game on SCCV8. Tied at 21 after an absolutely bananas play as Logan Steele bobbling the snap, having to treat back well beyond the line of scrimmage, and heaves one to Ben Delbaugh for his second touchdown from 45 yards out. And we're tied at 21 with 2:29 to go here in regulation of the District 4 4A title game.
Well, here we go, Matt.
Steinhardt kicks it away, and they'll let it go into the end zone for a touchback. His 10th of the year, by the way. But what a bananas game now, Charlie, this is turning into.
It is really
And what a drive, too, by Logan Steele. I mean, not just that play alone, but that alone was a 93-yard drive that finished off in a big way.
Yeah, and I said before he went, that's a game-defining, that's a championship drive. And give Mark Persing, their offensive staff, Mark Burrows, their entire team here, their offensive group, credit for answering the bell right here. Here we go now.
First down from the 20. Jersey Shore trying to win it maybe on this drive. Pep to Hurd, nothing doing, that's a loss.
Okay, so Matt, if you're on the other side of this and you're Mark Persing, you got 2 timeouts left, right? And you absolutely here want to consider using your timeouts. He's going to gauge this a little bit to see exactly how Jersey Shore, if you're Jersey Shore, that first play, they wanted to see what they got. You kind of want to be smart here because you know the clock is critical here to both coaches on how they handle this here.
Listen to this crowd at Kemp. Jordan throws, passes caught by Snyder right at the line of scrimmage, but then went backward, so he's going to end up being about 2 yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, what a hit there by Ryan Bickert now. Just blasted Snyder, but what a great catch by Snyder to come back to that football. And again, if you're Coach Gravish, you want to use this clock a little bit because, you know, till he gets the first down here and he can turn this into a little bit faster pace, he's got to be smart.
3rd and 4. Jordan going to take it up the gut. First down and more. Still going, and he's across the 40. And there it is, the chance now with Jersey Shore, Charlie, now starting to get in control. They have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. 1:17 to go to try to win the game.
So right here now, they got to go. Clock is stopped, but you want to get up there, get you. This is your 2-minute offense to win a district championship.
From the 41, Jordan throws, pass is caught. That's Carson Watkins for another first down, I believe, yes, into Shamokin territory at the 46.
Yeah, that's a really good throw. And you see just the competitive fire that makes Elijah Jordan so special right here, man. You want the ball in his hands. That's why he's playing quarterback. That's the year he's had. You want him to make the decisions and lead your team down the field here.
That's Watkins' first catch of the night. Had 2 against Selinsgrove last week. Plenty of time for Jordan here. Now he's going to take off and run and out of bounds. Maybe a gain of, actually he's going to be a gain of about 3 to the 43. Out of bounds to stop the clock with 58 seconds to go. And still all 3 timeouts for Jersey Shore. And all of a sudden, they are in great position to try to win the game here.
They are, and boy, if you're Shamokin, you got to be so disciplined in your rush lanes. You saw Cam Clinton there just get a little bit out of position, and he was able to break contain.
Jordan under pressure, almost got a sack. Still under pressure, and will have to throw it away incomplete.
Yeah, great job there, Shamokin's front, just keeping him. They just got to keep a guy that electric, that much ability scrambling with the ball. And you just see what Elijah Jordan's trying to do is just bide some time and give his guys downfield a chance to get free off the scramble.
And now Tom Gravish wants to call a timeout. 49 seconds to go with 3rd and 8 at the 44.
Matt, you get a reset here. Yeah, still got 2 timeouts. That's a good timeout by Coach Gravish. I like it. If you're on the Shamokin side, they like that part. And just remember now that Coach Persing does have timeouts to burn. He can help his defense right here because, quite honestly, his defense is tired from chasing Elijah Jordan around.
Now, Paul Hale, well, Jordan, 168 yards through the air, 22 carries for 93 yards, so he's almost got his second 100-yard rushing game of the year. But Paul Hale usually does the kicking, does not have a field goal attempt this year at all.
That would just add to more bizarre finish to this game. Now, I think it's going to take another good, you would think it's got to take 30 yards to put him in position for that kick.
3rd and 8, though, first. Jordan down the middle, caught. First down for Jersey Shore. It's
now you got to get on the ball here if you're Jersey Shore. They don't need to clock it here, Matt. They got to move the sticks. Clock is stopped. You get a play ready, and you let it go.
Watkins with both of his catches on this drive to try to win the game. Jordan, plenty of time. Now he's going to take off and run. He's got some room to work with. First down and more inside the 15. And now Jersey Shore is going to burn a timeout, I believe, as they reset the chains as well as the clock will stop. And Jersey Shore
You're right here, Matt. You don't need to burn a timeout right here. Well, they're going to right here. They wouldn't have to. They could have saved that, but now it's going on the Shamokin side, right? Yep. That's a good timeout, Mark Persing.
And Jersey Shore in a really good spot now to win this game.
Matt, with all the bizarre things that happened tonight, remember 2 months ago how this game ended. Shamokin wins it at the buzzer. And now right here we go, and we could see a flip side of this. But I always say this from a coaching standpoint. You always tell your players, number one, if you're Shamokin, this game isn't over till they score. And you find a way to get the ball on the ground, and you make them kick a field goal to win this game.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what, if you're Mark Persing, you want it to come down to a field goal, especially since they haven't attempted one all year.
That's correct. And I'll tell you, if I'm Mark Persing and Shamokin, I'm loading this box. I'm absolutely making them make a throw to win this game.
What a game this has turned into. 29 seconds to decide the district title. First down from the 12. And is that a penalty? Yes. It's a false start, and is just so fitting with so many penalties called in this game that a penalty is going to affect how this outcome is going to go.
Yeah, and I think it's important to remember here that the playbook is open to Coach Gravish because he's got 2 timeouts. He doesn't have to absolutely throw this football, and a lot of it will come down to what kind of confidence he has in Paul Hale as the kicker.
13th penalty of this game by Jersey Shore.
And I know this is straight man coverage right here. You can see that. And Coach Persing here, with this being an offensive penalty, he's going to want this clock to wind. So again, remember, there's 2 timeouts. Once this ball is set for play, straight man coverage on the outside, Matt. That's tough duty for those guys on these 2 receivers.
From the 17 now, 1st and 15. Jordan looking.
Oh, look out.
And here he goes. Taking off, trying to get out of bounds. And he stays in bounds. And he goes inside the 5.
That's
and
a
now you got to
timeout.
hurry, take a timeout.
Got to take a timeout here.
The clock's still running.
Yeah, this should be
and
a reset
now
here.
Gravish has taken a timeout. Well, the precious seconds ticked off.
It did.
It's now 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and I give Elijah Jordan credit for the effort, but he didn't get in the end zone. Absolutely could have stepped out of bounds right here. Great effort, Caden Parker behind the play.
It was around the 5.
14 seconds. This is a reset here, Matt. So they just reset the clock. And again, this playbook, again, with 1 timeout, is wide open for Jersey Shore. You do not have to throw this football.
And that's a huge advantage, especially with the way they've run the football in this game. 2 big touchdown runs from 45 and 20, from 25 and 40 yards out by Bo Seacrest alone in this game. And you've got the ball at the 5 with 14 seconds to go to try to win the game.
This is an easy equation for Shamokin. You load the box, you sell out on the run, and make everything else happen in the pass game. You've got to.
Got her and Seacrest in the backfield.
And you got to play contain on the edges here for anything a sprint out. And there it is.
Jordan taking it up the gut, and he's thrown down.
That should be a timeout right here.
Clock will stop with 6 seconds to go. As Shamokin gets the stop, there was no gain on the play. With 5 seconds to go. And this is pretty much it, Charlie, I would think, to throw the ball.
No, you're running the risk here if Jordan runs around with the ball at all. You're telling him, get the ball out of your hands in a hurry if you're going to pass it. Logic says right here, listen, we can kick it if he has confidence in Paul Hale to make the kick it. If we fumble the snap, get on it. Right, well, you really can't do that because you don't have a timeout left. So, yeah, you get on it. But this is it. This is your ball game.
Yeah, it looks like they are bringing the field goal team out. So
here we go.
A 22-yarder to win the district title and the first field goal attempt all year for Paul Hale.
And with this kick, Paul Hale will never buy a meal again at Jersey Shore. He will be good for a lifetime.
Shamokin can't freeze him either. 7 seconds left. 22-yarder. Oh, Shamokin did have a timeout left. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, they
and he does burn
one
it.
left. So they're going to ice Paul Hale. And is it not fitting, Matt, that this game would come down to Paul Hale, a young man who caught one pass a year ago for 4 yards. This year he's up near 60 receptions. He's had a dynamite year. He's played well on both sides, and now he's got a chance to send the Bulldogs on.
Winner of this game moves on to the PIAA first round next week against the District 6 champ, which will be played tomorrow either against Juniata or Bellefonte. Jersey Shore trying to get another district title after winning one 2 years ago.
And this is a big stop to not give Jersey Shore the touchdown because, as I stated earlier, Matt, it's never points till you earn them. So the operation is critical here. Snap, hold, and kick.
Good snap. Kicks away. It's no good!
Wow.
And the District 4 4A title game going to overtime in 3 seconds.
Well, here it is, Matt. He hadn't kicked one all year, and he clearly hooks this ball dead left right off the kick. And that's why you play defense to the end, because it's never points till it's points. Shamokin here, you take a knee, you reset, and you go to OT.
Unreal. Steele will take the knee, and we're going to overtime. 22-yard field goal missed by Paul Hale. This Jersey Shore crowd and team is stunned, and we go to overtime, tied at 21. Overtime coming up on SECVA.
Are we doing this? Hell yeah, we're doing this. Hell yeah. We can't afford this room. Look at that. The meter is already running.
American Dad. All new Mondays at 10 on TBS. Yeah!
Come with us as Harry Potter meets Food Network. A new series challenges talented talented bakers to create show-stopping builds inspired by the magical world around them. It will take skill and imagination to become the wizards of baking.
Series premiere, Harry Potter, Wizards of Baking, Thursday, November 14th at 8 on Food Network.
Welcome to SCCV8, with great shows right in your backyard, like The Sports Beat, In Your Neighborhood, Catching Up with Carl, and of course, live high school sports covering 14 school districts, all on SCCV8, channel 508. The Friday Night Lights are back. Join the SCCVA crew every Friday night for live high school football. From the pregame festivities to the postgame interviews, catch it all right here on SCCV8, channel 508.
We're going to overtime to decide the District 4 4A title game here at Kemp Memorial Stadium, as Jersey Shore misses a 22-yard field goal at the gun, and Shamokin survives to overtime to try to keep their hopes of a district title alive for the first time since 2011. Jersey Shore is trying to win their 8th in the last 12 years district title. So overtime, each team's going to get the ball at the 10, 4 downs to score. Overtime just continues until a team wins. There's no going for 2 after a certain amount of time like you see in colleges. That was changed after a couple of years ago on the NCAA level. We just play till somebody wins. And this one here tonight, and the second time here on SCCVA, we'll see overtime since week 1 at Chickalemi.
And I think you have to make note of this, the fact that Shamokin clearly has the advantage with the kicking situation because of Chase Pencil and his experience kicking. Nothing against Paul Hale. That was a tough pressure kick. Doesn't mean he can't make a key kick in overtime, but if you look at the numbers, advantage Shamokin on a field goal. And this coin flip is critical, Matt, to know exactly where you fit. You want to play defense first so you know what you got to do.
Especially with how good both these offenses are. So the team captains come back onto the field for the coin toss. Both head coaches back out as well. Tom Gravish, Mark Persing.
And this will be a heavy explanation of rules here so everybody's on the same page with the captains and the head coaches.
Shamokin took the early lead, 7-0 in the first quarter on the 74-yard play to Ben Delbaugh. Jersey Shore came back with a big play to Evan Snyder on 4th and 9. Then Bo Sechrist had the 25-yard run to make it 14-7, and it was 14-7 for a long time till early in the fourth quarter when Shamokin tied it on the Houdini, or I'm sorry, on the touchdown.
This flip's going
to Pencil. There's the coin flip.
Yeah, I believe Shamokin won it, I think.
We'll get the result of the coin toss in a sec.
So Shamokin will go on offense first. And that is an advantage for Jersey Shore because they do know exactly what has to transpire here. Now, if you're Shamokin on their side, obviously you want touchdown, but you need points. You've got to put the pressure on the other team.
And, of course, he had the other run by Seacrest to make it 21-14. Then the Houdini-like play by Steele to Delbaugh to tie the game. And then the miss by Paul Hale from 22 yards out to win the game puts us here in overtime. So Shamokin getting the ball first at the 10 to see what they can do before seeing if they can score here and try to win the game on defense. But first they got to score here on offense to start the first overtime.
And outside, this has got to be Pencil or Delbaugh getting a big play. That's who you've got right here. Could we see the closer? There's your sprint out.
Steele throwing for the end zone right away, and it is caught! Delbaugh!
Delbaugh, what a game. The big guy, 6'3", 185. Matt, he just goes up and rips another one down.
It's the hat trick in the district title game for the senior.
You know, it's unique. We see the replay. They go smash concept, corner route right here. Good ball. You always throw the ball high on the back line right there. Logan Steele got that done. He just lets his big guy go up and get it. Man, hang a star on that play. What a game Delbaugh has had.
Pencil on for the all-important extra point. Good snap, and the kick is good. So now the pressure on Jersey Shore, needing a touchdown to keep their hopes of an 8th district title in 12 years alive.
Matt, we said early on, I said it's like an Avengers movie. There's a bunch of superheroes out here, and that's been the case. I mean, this has been an unbelievable high school football game. The stars that come out, they're making plays. That's just big time by Ben Delbaugh. Go up, rip it down, and keep your feet in, big fella.
He got both feet in. Only need one,
sure did.
But he got both in. An unbelievable catch, unbelievable night that he's had. And now it's Jersey Shore's turn to try to send this to another overtime.
And Matt, and I would say this, if Jersey Shore scores a touchdown right here, I believe they go for 2. I think they'll go for 2 to win it. Because they're not going to put they're not going to put Paul Hale in that situation again. They're going to use their playmakers and try to win it. They got to get the ball in the end zone first.
Start with a run for Elijah Jordan. Cuts back inside, and he is down at the 7.
Yes, Liam Montgomery with the tackle there, number 47. The sophomore.
So just the play clock runs here. Nothing's timed.
We play till it's over, Matt.
2nd and goal from the 8. Jordan going to keep it himself. Still going. And he is down to the 3.
So, again, you're in that scenario right here. If you're Shamokin, you got a man hurt right here for Jersey Shore. Slow to get up right here. Who's that coming off here, Matt?
Yeah, that's number 69, Mason Larson, the center.
Yeah, that's critical with the center coming off.
And he's quickly hopping off the field. And that's another big factor to throw in here, too, because there have not been some clean snaps with both those teams. And now you go to a backup center here on 3rd and goal in the championship
No doubt.
game.
And if you're Shamokin here, you got to sell out on the run all the way. You play press coverage outside, and you sell out. Everybody, there's the penalty.
And a flag. It's going to back up Jersey Shore to the 8-yard line. And again, a penalty factoring this game. That is the 14th penalty on Jersey Shore.
It's been penalty filled, but some are more critical than others, and that is a backbreaker if you're Jersey Shore. So now you reset here, your 3rd down on the 8-yard line, middle of the field. Straight man coverage on the outside.
Jordan looking, still looking, taking off, and he's down. Tackled by Delbaugh, but there is a flag, and I wonder if this is going to be a face mask.
That could be. Right here, I think this is going to absolutely go against Delbaugh.
Elijah Jordan was calling it right from the get-go. Certainly looked like the case there. Yep, there it is.
Boy, he just got it just a little bit. And this is just going to be a 5-yarder here, Matt. So to be half the distance, set it at the 5, and reset it at 3rd down. Right now it's been all Elijah Jordan, but I'm not so sure Bo Seacrest could be a factor here in this run game. He's had some great runs.
3rd and goal from the 5 now. Jordan looking, throwing, and it's knocked away. Montgomery with the pass breakup, and Shamokin is one play away from winning its first district title in 13 years.
Man, what a play by Liam Montgomery. They go zone underneath. The backer drops up under it. He had Hale on the back line right here, and Montgomery just tips it away at the last second. So here we go. Everything on the line. One play for your championship.
4th and goal. Jordan looking, turns back to the other way, in trouble. Delball trying to get him. Jordan still stays alive. Now he'll throw it, and it's caught!
Oh my God.
Snyder! On their last breath!
Holy smokes, Elijah Jordan. We keep saying 5-star plays. Here's another one. Look at him, roll right, go back left. They are so tired of chasing this young man. He just keeps making play after play after play. And here you go, they are gonna kick it.
Wow, they are gonna kick the extra point instead of trying to go for 2 in the win. Hill missed the 22-yarder.
Yeah, the timeout right here.
Shamokin's gonna take a timeout.
And they're short a guy out there. And sometimes when this happens, Matt, when you call timeout, Tom Gravish has a second to think about it. Is this what I want to do? He may stick with it. I've been there, changed the call years ago, won a game, so he could change this.
We'll see what they decide to do, but these two quarterbacks have shown, Charlie, when the game has mattered most, with 2 Houdini-like plays, Logan Steele to tie the game, and now Elijah Jordan coming all the way across the field to put his team in position to tie the game and send us to a second overtime.
Matt, I don't know what the price of admission is for a high school football ticket, but it's been well worth it, whatever they paid tonight.
Absolutely.
So here we go, Paul Hale. Again, keep an eye on the operation, Matt. That is so critical. Snap and hold.
To tie the game, and now Shamokin's going to call a timeout. And the drama continues to build.
You know, Matt, years ago, the Niners went to the Super Bowl their first time on the catch when Dwight Clark caught the ball in the back end line. Now, Evan Snyder, it wasn't his high catch, but he caught it on the back line, and what a dime by Elijah Jordan. Just staying so cool, so calm, under pressure right there. Everything on the line. He just delivered the throw of the year for Jersey Shore.
But they've got to get the extra point to send this to a second overtime.
And I think that's a good, really good timeout there by Mark Persing. He's coached a nice ball game. Both these coaches have done an expert job.
And
this is
Hale,
offside.
snap, is that going to be offside? No, it's not offside. Play's continuing. Jordan's got to throw
open.
it, and it's caught. No, it's dropped. It's dropped. Shamokin wins.
Wow. Here it is, Matt.
I thought Shamokin was offside. Everybody thought it was, but the play kept going on. And Elijah Jordan, who does the holding, almost pulled off another miracle, went through the hands of Bo Sechrist, and that is it. And for the first time since 2011, Shamokin is painting the town purple with a district title.
What a finish. You know, a lot of ifs and ands there on that last play. Was he offside? Officials didn't call it. Play continues. Bo Sechrist has had a great game. Can't find the catch in the back of the end zone, and Shamokin moves on. Matt, we were treated to a Jim Dandy.
And we got to quickly pick our player of the game, Charlie. I got to go with Ben Delbaugh here with the
I go with
BD,
Ben Delbaugh. I mean, that's obvious. That kid played such a good football game.
5 catches for 143 through the air and 3 touchdowns for the senior.
And he played good defensive football also on the field the whole night. Ben Delbaugh, great job.
An instant classic, and one this town will never forget for a very long time. And the magical season continues with a little magic here tonight in the District 4 4A title game. The Shamokin Indians are district champs for the first time since 2011 and will go on to play the District 6 champ next week, either Bellefonte or Juniata. That game is tomorrow night. The celebration is on here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. We're back with the Jack Metzer Auto Group postgame right after this on SCCV8.
Live high school sports on SCCV8 is brought to you by Penn Teledata, reliable and fast internet. W&L Subaru, shop for a new vehicle from W&L Subaru, anytime, anywhere. Service Electric Cablevision, driving innovation in internet, television, and home phone for over 75 years. Add One, your stop for creative and promotional advertising. On a Roll, for the best subs, soups, and salads in the area, visit On a Roll in Northumberland. Comfort Specialist, are you ready to repair or upgrade your HVAC system? Get your free estimate today.
Let me check.
Lehigh Valley Health Network, now proudly part of Jefferson Health. We are coming together for the future of care. Jack Metzer Ford, proud to support all our local teams and schools. Sunbury Motors, a community partner since 1915. Sunbury Motors, a dealership known for integrity. And Via Media, helping you reach your customers on all screens. We make advertising simple.
Back here on the Jack Metzer Auto Group postgame show, a district title for the first time in 13 years in absolutely dramatic fashion for the Shamokin Indians. The magical season continues. Jason Genovese is with our comfort specialist, player of the game, Ben Delbaugh.
All right, Ben, congratulations on probably the most exciting game you've ever been in.
Yes, definitely the most exciting game I've ever been in, not even close.
A career high, 3 receiving touchdowns. It seemed like kind of you victimized those smaller defensive backs all night long.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really planned with our coaches. It was just, you know, QB got me the ball, and I was there.
Take us back through the touchdown that in the overtime, that back of the end zone with 2 defenders on you.
Yeah, it was so it's a corner, and then 8 runs a hitch, and my QB came up to me. He's like, "I trust you." He threw it up. I caught it, and then after the play, he's like, "I told you I trusted you." So.
Did you think you had both or one foot in?
Yeah, I knew it. I looked down and I saw the tap.
What's next?
Next week. Already next week. I'll be watching film tomorrow. We'll all be watching film tomorrow.
Congratulations and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, back to you.
What a game, what a season this has been for the Shamokin Indians. Their first district title in dramatic fashion for the first time since 2011. They win it 28-27 on a final play that you're never, ever going to see again, I don't think.
I tell you, Matt, when we teed it up for the second half, I told you to put your seatbelt on, and it's probably going to get crazier, and it did all the way to the end. What a wild game. Great plays, big plays, penalties, mistakes, a little bit of everything. But a credit to both these teams. I'll tell you what now, they competed to the end. Wild last play. Could it have been offsides? Absolutely. Was it called that way? So it's not. Play continues, and just a tough finish for both these teams. But the sportsmanship and the respect that both these programs have for each other, and you have to give Shamokin a lot of credit. 90-yard drive with their back to the wall to tie the game, and Ben Delbaugh goes up and makes that play, and then to win it in overtime.
And now the medal ceremony begins here at Kemp Memorial Stadium with the district medals for the district runner-up Jersey Shore and the district champ. The Shamokin Indians for the first time since 2011 as the Indians win it here in absolutely dramatic fashion, 28-27 here in overtime. Congratulations to the Indians on what's been a magical year, 12-0 now as they go to the state playoffs next week against the District 6 champions. And the painting of the purple continues in Shamokin Cole Township for another week. What a game this was tonight. Shamokin with the win. Be sure to stay tuned with us on Facebook, X, and Instagram over the weekend and into early next week as to where we will be next week for maybe some soccer and definitely some high school football next Friday night. For our entire crew, led by our director, Dylan Levkevich, Scott McVicker on graphics, Alex Brevig on replay, Brian Stackhouse, Larry Tickle, Paris Tenenhouse, and David Myers all on cameras. Jason Genovese on the sideline. Todd Davis doing stats. My partner, Charlie Fisher. I'm Matt Catrillo. What a night in Cole Township. Shamokin, district champs for the first time in 13 years. We'll see you next time on SECVA.